All right, now we're going to do a little get to know your host episode segment, part of our podcast. This might be up on our YouTube, hopefully, now. It's a new age. You're going to know your host better. This is a good episode to show your friends, be like, yeah, these guys are kind of funny. But maybe we're not. Maybe we're not funny. Hopefully we are.
No, if you want to see a funny episode, the Aquaman episode.
That is a good one. If you're just discovering us through this one, it's a funny episode. But yeah, so our goal is for you to get a good idea of what our opinions are and our favorites are and least favorites and generalities, just our backgrounds and stuff. So we've got a questionnaire thing that we're going to go through. Going to read the question and then we each have answers prepared. So, or hopefully we each have answers prepared. And then we're going to just...
Doesn't have the most puzzled look on his face.
He had like 100% concentration going.
I'm answering the questions, okay? I'm doing this for the fans.
He's going to be answering a question lower on the list while we're on higher.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to go through all the questionnaires, and we've got, most of them are related to nerd stuff, movies, TV shows,
There's
comic
some
books.
wiener-sized questions, some weird ones.
And then a lot of
dress.
funny ones scattered throughout, and maybe by the end of the segment, we'll have some fan questions to answer. But we'll see.
We'll see.
So let's get started. Get to know your hosts. So, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be such a nerd. Do you want me to go first? I can go first.
Yeah, you go first.
All right. So, obviously, I think we all kind of grew up with nerd stuff. Marvel, DC, all of it. Just being a big nerd, loving all of it. And then I think growing up just didn't really silence the inner child, you know?
I think that's most of us,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I just watched a bunch of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, the
For the
MCU
longest
being
time.
as successful as it
Yeah,
was.
that definitely played a huge part. And just enjoying the movie going experience in general, going and seeing movies whenever I could as a
playing the
kid.
video games,
Yeah.
watching the shows like Superhero Squad.
Action
Yeah.
figures,
Yeah.
all that.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And then obviously as we got older, high school, we had the cheap movie theater. It's called the Palace. It was like
Rest in peace.
Yeah, $2 tickets, and they would show like second run movies, and we would go see movies there all the time just for something to do, and just a lot of fun. Obviously, growing up, sticking with it, and really just, I think this dynamic, me, Ryan, and Dawson, has really kept our nerd interests alive because we would hang out all the time and talk, have these same kind of talks, just less formal and organized and stuff, and that's kind of what kept all the nerd interests alive. But then more recently, I work as a Zamboni driver operator, and I would listen to podcasts while I was driving the Zamboni, specifically the Weekly Planet. I kind of owe a lot to them for this format that we kind of use. They're kind of like our superiors.
They're going to say something about that next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this episode in because I think it's like a good.
Yeah.
So if you're listening from the Weekly Planet, like
We love you.
they advertised it, yeah, we owe like all of it to them, all of our formatting. And if you want to press charges for copyright,
We would appreciate that.
we
Seeing
completely
you in
understand.
court.
We're gonna come to Australia,
Yeah.
battle you. But yeah, and
Bring
then
it.
just listening to them every week, and then I realized like I've got a background in audio technology, media stuff, and I was like, I know we could do a podcast. And we talked about it for like a year before we started, and then we got started. Yeah. Do you guys do you have anything
I
to
mean, you
say
kind of
most
covered
part,
it for
yeah.
us, really.
about the background of the Nerd Authorities in general? We're going to do fun fact. You guys got a fun fact?
Sure. I pitched a doubleheader of baseball games, which is just, I pitched 2 games back to back with a appendicitis attack. And I pitched pretty good.
Should have let me start off. Kind of topped anything I can come up with now.
Sorry. That's like the
Doesn't top mine.
No. Well, then you go next.
I held the world. I don't remember if it was
Oh
world
my
or
God.
national title for Subway Surfers for 3 weeks in October of 2020. So, yeah, eat shit. Top that. Your appendicitis pitching.
No.
Yeah.
I don't got much. I'm just scuba certified, so
That's a lie.
it's not a lie.
That's funny. All right. Well, I just want to throw that in there that I was best in the world at Subway Surfers for a little bit.
It's the point of the question. That's what I'm trying to say. So.
I wrote the questionnaire, so there's a lot that's like I would think of
wanted to say this.
a funny bit to do, and I'd be like, how can I add this in as a question? But some of them are serious. All right. What movies, shows, video games did you grow up with?
Are we starting with me?
Just whoever wants to answer. We don't have to. It's not formal.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got a lengthy list just of a bunch of stuff.
I just did a few for each showing it. Like, as far as some of the earliest movie watching experience I can remember is just we'd lay out the pallet in the living room floor and watch Little Rascals like every
Oh, yeah.
sleepover night.
Yeah.
Me and my friends would do that. I loved Cars growing up. For some reason, this one popped in my head. This was kind of like my middle school, high school, probably more middle school, but video game high school.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Power Rangers and How to Train Your Dragon,
Yeah.
kind of my shit.
Yeah. Mine is just long, general stuff. Narnia. Talked about it a lot
Yeah.
in the last 2 weeks, but I did. That's
The
how.
only book series I've ever read,
Yeah.
really.
That's how me and Wes became friends.
Yeah.
If Wes, if
Remember
you're
that.
listening, we'd
Yeah.
first week he was at Sunday school. Sat down next to him. It's like, you like Narnia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. We just became friends. Toy Story, Shrek,
Mhm.
just Marvel in general. Power Rangers, Wii and GameCube. Those were my
Mm.
go-tos.
Yeah.
Just like the classics, Wii Sports and Mario Baseball.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. SpongeBob, obviously.
Yeah.
Transformers, specifically like the Michael Bay movies because those were coming out
Yeah.
as we were like getting old enough to see him. I really liked Batman as a kid. That was like my go-to. Ninjago, obviously.
Mm.
Will Ferrell comedies, just in general. Kicking and
Yeah.
Screaming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Phineas
Daddy
and
Daycare.
Ferb. Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, Phineas
Yeah.
and Ferb.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. No, watch the shit out of that, dude. Just the Pixar classics, Incredibles, Wall-E, just all those. Ben 10, yeah, nostalgia.
Fucking love
That's
Ben
pretty
10.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom, because I was talking to her about it before I came over, and she was like, "What about that Teen Titans show?" I was like, "Dude,
Yeah.
that's a great one.
Yep.
That's a great one." Hot Rod,
Mhm.
that was later on, but that
Yeah.
incredibly influential. And then Clash of the Titans,
Yeah.
dude. Greek mythology was like my thing
Yep.
for a few years, like Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans, and then like the Percy Jackson books I said I read, and I just watched the movies.
All two of them.
I didn't watch the
It's like
second one.
6 books.
I did not watch the second one. People would like be talking about the books and stuff and what happened in them, and I would just gather my information from their conversations and then talk about it with other people. But I loved Greek mythology stuff. Yeah, Clash of the Titans fucking rocked. I remember going to see that for like a birthday party, and that just being like the best fucking movie of all time. And like I'm pretty sure it was like raining or something after, and there was like thunder, and we're like, dude.
Yeah, Zeus is
Fucking
pissed,
Zeus.
Bro. We saw it.
Yeah.
We saw the
And we
movie.
would go home and we would each pick like a Greek god to play as, and
No.
Honestly, only like movie I remember going to like for a birthday party. So I remember going to see like a Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, and then after we went back to his house and played the Snake IO game on his
Oh, that's
computer.
funny.
Just took turns.
yeah, it's fun. I remember seeing Nerve in theaters for Eli's birthday.
Yes.
And like all
That's
of
the
us
most Eli's birthday
Yeah.
movie too.
all of us shitting on it before the movie started. We're just like, yeah, I'm so excited to watch Nerve. And we're like, shut up, dude, it looks good. And we ended up like all liking it for the
Yeah,
most part,
yeah.
but it was just funny. It was mainly because it was Eli, but
Yeah. Shout out Eli.
Yeah. What did you grow up on? Because Ryan and I we lived together. We're brothers. I don't know if we've ever said that on the podcast, but Ryan and I are brothers.
Yeah.
Like
Those
actual.
fucking cheaters.
Yeah.
Just added me to
That might be one of the most get to know things.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
No one had
Yeah, never mentioned that. We never mentioned our relationship.
Yeah.
Ryan and I are brothers. Dawson and I are lifelong friends,
Yeah.
and Ryan and Dawson are friends.
We're
But
lovers.
Yeah.
yeah,
Me and Ryan are together.
Yeah.
Tristan's the third wheel.
yeah,
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think because I didn't think as much about like the whole like what you grew up on. It was more just like I put a handful of things, not thinking too much into it. But I mean, lots of Spider-Man media. I mean, that was like your Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's number one for me. Just watching all the cartoons and all that. I'm trying to separate the video games out. Power Rangers, obviously. I'm kind of rehashing some of them.
yeah.
Stuff like that. Static Shock.
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah,
I'd watched a
so
shit ton of Static Shock. Yeah. Like growing up, like that's pretty awesome. Hopefully they make a good movie out of it. What are some other good ones? I mean, besides what you guys mentioned.
Dude, I remember going to your house and just your like DVR collection of stuff,
Yeah.
movies you'd recorded from TV was just crazy. And like that was before like streaming, so it was like, dude, you can just watch stuff on their TV. And I remember watching like Zombieland and stuff.
Yeah.
That was like it was like, oh, dude, they've got it recorded on their TV.
Yeah. You
Except
can just
they,
go
like-
through commercials. Like it's insane. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, I mean, because they just have like free movie. Like Showtime would be free for a weekend.
Yeah,
So then we
right.
just record as much as fucking possible
Yeah.
during the weekend. I'll think of some more movies and TV show wise. I watched actually a lot of the original, like the Incredible Hulk TV show with Lou Ferrigno.
yeah.
I was obsessed with that for a while. I'm pretty sure I got grounded at some point because I talked about it too much. My
funny.
parents were just like, "Okay, we're cutting you off.
Yeah.
Like you're too obsessed with it."
Yeah.
Video game wise, though, is that one of those in here?
Yeah.
Where we just go on
it's
movies.
just all media.
I think this kind of falls for all of us. Lots of Halo. Halo 2 is like definitely like the
Yeah.
first video game I
Call of Duty
completed and
Zombies.
played so many times. Yep, that's
Call
the
of Duty
next one.
Zombies is, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of WWE games. I guess if no one knows, I'm obsessed
Yeah.
with that still. To
Yeah,
this,
you
I haven't
can
grown up.
Talk about that as much as you want.
Yeah, I haven't really grown up. Whenever it comes to that stuff, still watch pay-per-views, Raw and SmackDown, NXT and all that. But the games and then just watching that weekly,
Yeah, X Hamster.
right up there with it. Another fun game I was obsessed with was Club Penguin.
Oh, fuck.
Club Penguin's a good one. Pop Tropica, stuff like that.
I mean, Minecraft, obviously. We all play
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I know we talked about this not too long ago,
Toshiba
but
laptop.
yeah, I know Adventure Quest though.
Yeah, Adventure
Yeah.
Quest.
Dude, classic.
What's some other good ones?
Wizard 101.
Yeah.
Wizard 101 was insane. That's crazy.
That's a
Did you guys
deep
ever
cut.
pay for that, or did you just like do as much
no.
as you
I'm
could?
pretty sure I
never
think I
paid for
did
it.
for a brief period. Like when
I-
we had neighbors across the street that were the same age as us for like
Oh,
that
yeah, I
brief
remember.
period. I think I paid for it for a little bit.
I don't think I ever really played. I just watched.
Dude, Webkins.
Webkins was
Oh my
another one.
God.
That's a weird one because I only played that for a short amount of time, but I was really obsessed with that whenever
Yeah,
it was. Yeah,
yeah. All
I
right.
got like one animal, and then I was
No.
like, well, I'm set. So
You got any more you want to hit?
I mean, no, I could sit here and think for days. But
That's what- like,
that's a good.
I
We
want to.
probably got to plug ourselves there.
Yeah, I don't want to limit conversations too much, but like each of these questions is big enough that we could do like a whole episode about it. Like we could do a whole episode about like movies and shows we grew up on and stuff. Favorite superheroes and favorite villains.
Spider-Man is probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like a basic answer, but I mean,
It is, but-
fucking.
joking.
But I got two that aren't that basic.
Let's hear 'em.
The Thing. I've recently started to like The Thing a lot. I don't
Oh,
know
the
why.
horror movie.
No,
I'm
just
joking. Ben Grimm.
Ben Grimm, The Thing.
Yeah,
I just like him. He's cool.
yeah.
And I've liked this character I've liked all my life is pretty much all my life is Taskmaster.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a
I've
good
been
one.
a big Taskmaster Day One
Yeah.
fan.
yeah.
I've only read his solo issue comics where it's like just about him. But yeah,
Yeah.
I probably just when I was little thought he looked fucking cool.
Yeah,
he
probably.
looks cool.
Yeah.
I like him.
you got a skull, bro.
And now I'm just
Yeah.
now I have to defend a fucking girl in a robot suit. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't mind the Black Widow Taskmaster. I really
Dude,
don't.
what do you mean? Are you woke?
It works for the story they're telling, man. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I was just happy that but the most I was expecting for Taskmaster the MCU was like he's just gonna be like a villain in like a one-off show or something.
Yeah.
But I can't really think of villains. I thought of Kylo Ren,
Yeah,
Kylo
Ren's
Ren
pretty
is-
That's a
badass.
good one.
Yeah.
I didn't think about
maybe
that.
the best Star Wars character ever. And then obviously myself, the Gold Zeo Ranger.
Yeah.
That's kind of all I got.
Ooh, Power Rangers villains are good ones.
Yeah, Daishi.
Daishi.
That's a good
Even
one.
like old ones,
That's a
like
good one.
Goldar and stuff
Lord,
like
that's
that.
good.
Like they look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, probably my favorite
Ooze.
character in all of fiction media is Thanos. Anyone that knows me knows that. I've got a Thanos shrine. I have every single Funko Pop except for like the variants. Like I don't have the 10-inch Endgame or Infinity War ones,
More
but
like a
like
4-inch
yeah.
one. Yeah.
But I have
Just fine.
every Thanos Funko Pop. But yeah, Thanos all the way. And I liked Thanos before Infinity War and Endgame, so they can attest. Fourth grade.
Yeah.
Fourth grade, I went to Vintage Stock, our local comic book shop, and I was like, I want a Thanos toy after Avengers 2012 came out because he was in the post-credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh, we don't have Thanos toys
Yeah,
because
that's
it
not a
wasn't
thing yet.
he wasn't a popular character. But the dude was like, I do have these though, and he had all 6. Like I'm pretty sure they're original print,
First print.
first print Infinity Gauntlet comics, like all 6 issues in pretty good condition. Sold them for $25, and I still have all those. They're framed and everything. So that's why I like Thanos. Those because I got really big into him. Favorite heroes probably Silver Surfer, Invincible, Vision. I like the
Invincible,
bald,
yeah.
cool
Good
guys. Big Silver Surfer fan, especially recently. Yeah, Omni Man too. Just, I mean, I won't spoil anything about the show, but
I guess Homelander.
yeah, Homelander obviously, it's a good one. Fantastic Four in general, I like them a lot. Hitmonkey, it's pretty cool. I like Hitmonkey. I'm definitely Adam Warlock. I like Adam Warlock, yeah. Yeah. Dawson.
Hero wise, I mean, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Obviously, kind of already spoke on that. Got into it like right before the show. I'm not going to take a bunch of credibility saying like super into it, but Moon Knight I like a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Just dealing with like a lot of the stuff. Not me, but like like going in. I think it's kind of cool to have a mentally ill superhero.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Villain wise, I mean Thanos is obviously up there. I mean I don't have all the Funko Pops, but like definitely super cool. Green Goblin, and a lot of that stems from Willem Dafoe, which is another
Yeah.
name you'll hear on my list, just in general. But Green Goblin rocks. Thanos, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
first 2 that come to mind anyway that I've written down.
What about Wolverine?
Wolverine is up there, yeah. Because a lot of that, I mean, like I love Wolverine, but I'm just really obsessed with the movie Logan
Yeah.
and just the Old Man Logan storyline, all those
Yeah.
comics.
Yeah.
So
Right.
more of a specific version, but yes, definitely Wolverine.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Least favorite superheroes and villains.
I didn't write anything for this one. I didn't know.
All mine are DC.
Yeah.
I just kind of Flash, probably because of Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor, just because I've never thought he was that interesting of a
Very
character.
positive.
Yeah,
Resume.
Lex Luthor is just, I don't know. Obviously, he's probably a better character in like comics, but
Yeah,
he just seems kind of lame.
Until James McAvoy or whatever, you've seen that stuff recently. People posting him as a fan. Not to get off topic, but
Yeah.
until he plays him.
He's been bald before.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyone in the Aquaman movie, and this is kind of a bolder take, but I don't really like the Teen Titans minus Robin. I think, and maybe that's because I would watch Cartoon Network and Teen Titans Go
Yeah.
and that kind of made the characters a little annoying for me.
Yeah.
I never watched any of that, so yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, even still, I thought Beast
Yeah,
Boy
it's-
and Cyborg were kind of annoying.
It's difficult though because it's like with any comic book character you kind of dislike certain versions of them, but there's so
Yeah.
many different stories and comics and different adaptations and movies and shows and games and stuff. But my least favorite, and it's not even like a strong disdain, but Jean Grey kind of annoys me. Like, just,
Because the Dark Phoenix stuff.
well, yeah, and they just like, and I haven't read too many comics, so maybe she's better in the comics, but it seems like a very similar pattern where it's like, oh, she's good and she's this love interest and she's like all powerful, but then she gets too powerful and she's kind of bad, and then it's like a teetering thing, and it's like, I don't know, just do something.
Shows your boobs.
Like, I don't know, like
Please.
fucking. It doesn't seem like she has that much of a character. She just has like a significance to the plot, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely in the movies. I don't think I liked either of the actresses that played her in the movies either. And it's just
That's fair.
to have like a fucking character similar to Wanda, but not used as well, where it's like, oh, they're all powerful and they're like kind of bad sometimes, but they're still good somewhere in there. And
Yeah.
there's like they're a love interest. It's like, yeah, but like we don't know anything about the character other than, oh, they're all powerful and like there's a love triangle. Also, Batman kind of annoys me. Not really the character, but just like the
Fan base.
fan base and the plot armor that he
Yeah.
has is very annoying, because like you can't talk about like a versus who would win Batman versus this without like, oh, prep time.
Yeah.
Like, who would win like fucking Thanos versus, oh, prep time, dude. No, it's who would win a man with a gun aimed directly at his chin, or
Yeah.
Batman. Like, it's just fucking like, be realistic, please, for the love of God. Like, it's cool that Batman is like really smart and like capable, but like, it's not cool whenever you make it like you suspend reality to write stories around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawson, do you not have any?
I don't really have any. The ones that come to mind may just be because of recent stuff. And I don't know too much about the original character beyond the basics, but Morbius. I can easily throw that one in there to
Well,
have an answer.
It's also like if Jared Leto wasn't behind it, I don't know
Yeah,
if
that's
I would
what I mean.
dislike it. Yeah.
It's more or
in,
less to have an answer.
90s Spider-Man show, he's kind of annoying.
He is annoying, and I never liked the design, the gray skin, and all that. I don't know. But yeah, now that's kind of my number one. There's not many superheroes I don't enjoy. I mean, I guess in a way, Superman,
Yeah.
just because he seems overpowered. Not that he can't be done well. I know he has, but I haven't seen it myself. And to be
that's
fair, I
fair.
haven't read a lot of comics or seen a lot of the animated stuff. But you know, for like the general audience, which is what I am with like a Superman, I've seen Man of Steel. I've seen the Christopher Reeve stuff, Superman
Yeah.
Returns. Hasn't impressed me as much as it should have, at least.
Yeah, I get
So I
what you
guess that's another answer. But I mean, I don't.
Yeah, just. Yeah.
I don't know. Could be better.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Favorite color?
Ooh.
On their own, red. If we're doing like a combination, I like brown and pink.
Okay.
I got.
Not much elaboration.
three,
I like
so-
red because
Forest green, because I like that color a lot. Just the color black. I want to hear all the arguments in the comment section on whether or not that's a color.
No.
That and white. And then blue. I do like blue.
Blue's a little basic.
It is a little basic. I knew it was coming, but no, I do like blue as well.
Yeah.
So
I like yellow.
femboy orange.
yeah.
This one I don't. Favorite and least favorite multimedia franchise. So that would be like a movie and TV show. Like it can't be just a movie series. I forgot to add this one in, but we'll do movie series after, where it's just one series of movies, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
So like franchise would be like it has books and a movie, or it's like comic books and movies and shows. You get what I mean?
yeah.
Favorite, I mean, just Marvel. Like it's
Yeah.
hard. It's
That's what we would all pick, honestly.
yeah.
But I mean,
they've mastered the cinematic universe the best, and they also have good games, good comics, good TV shows. So like they're the best franchise.
I would just say another favorite would be Lego.
yeah.
Their
Yeah, that's
movies,
a good one.
Lego's
That's a
good.
their
good one.
video games,
Yeah.
they slap.
Yeah, that's good. I MonsterVerse. Now they're
That's
multimedia
what I
ones,
was gonna
so,
say. Yeah, is-
I'd say that.
that's probably not my number one, but probably
Yeah.
number two
Yeah.
that I can
And
think
I
of.
know there's others that like I'm forgetting about, but that's gonna be a thing with all of them.
Yeah,
Least favorite.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
That's
if
what I
that's a
thought.
multimedia one, I don't know if it would be.
But there's probably games or something.
Yeah, I think there is, but
probably on the
I just
DS was
fucking-
probably the last one.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
And this one, it's like I don't know if I should put it in favorite or least favorite because I do like have a lot of love for it and still enjoy it quite a bit.
Transformers.
No, Star
Transformers is a
Wars.
good one.
Star Wars is a slippery slope, so I'm just gonna stay silent.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I do like. I haven't played many of the video games, but like Battlefront 2, I've heard it sucked at the beginning. But
Yeah.
I just play like the solo battles.
That's what I mean, like-
where I just get a lightsaber and get to kill 30 people in 30 seconds.
Like as a franchise,
So-
I think it's a good franchise because like they could come out with a comic book that could be good. I mean, I think they don't have a
They
very
could, but they don't.
they don't have a very high success rate, but when it does hit, it hits pretty good. Like I know there's some really good Darth Vader comics. There's some really good Star Wars games. There's some really good Star Wars shows and there's some really good Star Wars movies. So
And or what?
and this one isn't really like a least favorite because I haven't seen that much about it, but I was thinking about it and like I don't know if I would ever want to get into it, but the Star Trek stuff.
So, yeah, that's a
there's
big one.
so much to it. There's
Yeah.
like 7 old movies, like multiple different shows, like Star Trek Next Generation,
Yeah.
and now there's like Star Trek Lower Decks. Now there's like Star Trek Enterprise, Picard, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Like fuck.
Yeah, I also feel like you have to have there's like a cap amount of friends you have to have. Like you can't have
pretty
more than
rough.
5 friends.
Yeah.
If you have more than 5 friends, you can't like Star Trek.
Yeah, that's fair. So we'll do favorite movie series or least favorite. There's so many, it's hard, but Toy Story is a fucking flawless series of movies. That could be franchise. That who cares? Who gives a shit? How to Train Your Dragon, that's nearly
Yeah.
flawless. Planet of the Apes, the new ones,
Yeah, that's
nearly
I'm thinking.
flawless.
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda up there.
Avatar so far.
Yeah.
I'll stand behind it. I
Yeah.
know it's only 2, but
Guardians.
Yeah, but I mean that's technically connected to something else. I don't know. There's definitely others, like 21 Jump Street, 22, like,
Yeah, no,
stuff like that like you wouldn't think of. But I don't know. We've got a lot to get through, so
yeah.
we'll keep
Speed round.
keep the truck going. Those are some of our like all time favorites, though. 'cause
Planet of
they
the
just-
Apes. Yeah,
they
by far.
first ones that pop in our head. Most underrated movie, show, or game. This one was kind of difficult. Underrated was
Underrated is something. Yeah.
it was difficult. I struggle with this one.
I couldn't. Underrated movie was hard for me,
Yeah.
but I landed on Green Book just because it won like a. I'm pretty sure it won Best Picture. Did it?
I don't think it. I don't think it did. I think
It
it was
was-
up for nomination,
was
but it won
close.
Best Lead Actor, I believe.
Yeah, but like
Or
that's
co-actor.
such a. It's
Yeah.
like it's such like a fucking good movie.
Yeah.
Underrated show. I just put 90s Spider-Man because of all the Spider-Man media. I think
That's
it
the
gets
best.
swept under the rug, and there's a lot of 90s Spider-Man content.
That or Spectacular are probably the 2.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even Spectacular Spider-Man has just a fucking devoted fan base. Though,
Yeah.
I feel like. And then game. You meant Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare 2.
Yeah.
I will die on that hill
Yeah.
that is maybe one of the best shooter games I've ever
Yeah.
played in my entire
See,
life.
there's so many just things that I'm like, fuck, more people need to know about this. So I know there's other ones, like, because now we're even talking about like games, and I'm like, dude, the Transformers Cybertron games,
Yeah.
those were pretty good. But my list is Edge of Tomorrow. That's a really good fucking movie. Like, out of all the things that could be a franchise, dude, that one, it's fucking good. It's really good. I really like John Carter. I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but
I'm getting you.
I like that universe. I think it's cool. And apparently the comics are good. So Hitmonkey, the show, I've talked about that like so many times. The Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie, That's a very underrated movie. Very underrated. Luca, the Pixar movie. I think that's really underrated. Power Rangers 2017, the movie, the live action. That's very underrated. Real Steel.
Real Steel.
That's underrated. That's
Steel
underrated. Yeah. And I didn't write down any games, but now I'm going to be thinking of games like the rest of the Dawson. What do you got?
Oh yeah, as underrated. I just put. I consider this one more than just the universe in general, not like movie to movie basis. But Tron.
Yeah.
Tron's really fucking cool. I know the movies like the first one's laughable because they tried so much in what like the early 70s.
Right.
But then Tron Legacy again. Say what you want about it, but cool fucking universe. I'm hoping. I mean, the next one's not going to be good. Jared Leto starring in it, but yeah, that is a universe I think is super underrated. Game wise, again, I'm just a nerd about it, but WWE, like the creation, like custom creation of like all the superstars, like it's more detailed than I think like most games that I've played anyway. And I had another. More of the old ones because everybody likes Fury Road, but the Mad Max movies aren't that bad.
Yeah.
They're pretty fucking good. Thunderdome is iffy, but like Road Warrior and the first Mad Max are both really fucking solid movies.
Yeah.
So
most overrated movie, show, or game.
Star
Most
Wars.
overrated movie.
I've got a kind of a hot take. I know you haven't watched it. You watched some of it, but and it's not even bad because I do think it is a good show. So Megan, if you're listening, I do think it's a good
you're prepping
show.
me for it.
But like The Walking Dead, I just think the grip it had on culture, like pop culture, for so long.
Inexplicable.
It's like it's good, but it's like it's just a zombie.
Well, I've heard some people say, like, there's one YouTuber I heard say, just like, just that era of like 2008 to 2012 was just like the zombie era. There was like so much zombie stuff. That one, Walking Dead, just overstayed its welcome.
Yeah, and like
it should have died when the other
the comics were written by Robert Kirkman, who did Invincible, and he's like Invincible. I'll get into it later, but fucking incredible. So like, I'm sure the source material was really good, and the show stuck to the source material pretty well, and it was like a good show. Like everything is really well done. I just don't understand like how it had because I remember like 8th grade people being like,
"This is
shit.
This is it."
Did you hear what happened in Walking Dead? Like every week, and I was just like now watching it, I'm like, was this really like a family get together? And I remember like there's TV shows where they would talk about The Walking Dead,
Fear the Walking Dead, and then The Talking Dead. I think I literally called it The Talking Dead. Yeah.
That would like they would show that show after The Walking Dead where they would just talk about it, and it's like on like live television. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not a podcast or like a side thing. It's
I put for my most overrated movie, Joker.
That's a good one.
Because I mean, I just remember whenever it came out, people were like, "Dude, this is like cinema. This is royalty." And it's just alright.
I remember. I don't need to take out the name. Evan will probably think this is funny, but our Uncle Dennis, when we went on vacation in 2020,
oh yeah,
he asked me if I had seen Joker. I was like, yeah, it was pretty good. He's like, yeah, they just don't make movies like that anymore. And I was like, what? You're like a 60-something-year-old dude. Like, what the fuck?
He watched Taxi Driver, bro, and he loves it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I don't think it's a bad movie by any means.
Yeah,
but it's
overrated
like,
doesn't mean bad. It's just
like
it's not
when
royalty.
you have a movie that's like an hour something with just one character, you're gonna be
I
like,
just have another overrated.
That's
movie.
a good character.
Another overrated movie. Once again, this doesn't mean it's bad, but Spider-Man 2, the Tobey Maguire. It is not comic book movie royalty. I'm sorry.
I agree.
My most overrated show is The Office. I think it's just kind of bland.
Probably. I haven't watched it. So
Haley said something to me in the car. She was like, if someone tells you like that their favorite show is The Office, like it tells you nothing about the person.
Yeah.
Like you learn, like you know nothing about their personality.
I do think like it's a funny, enjoyable show. Like I think people enjoy that show for the same reasons they enjoy.
Yeah,
Family Guy.
I'm not saying it's bad. I just think.
But I do think if it's your favorite show, you're kind of like bland as an individual.
You're not telling me anything.
Fun.
Like me saying my favorite show is Love Island UK. You're probably like, oh, you're kind of a weird dude.
Yeah.
But game, I can't really think of any overrated video games necessarily. I just put 2K, like the basketball series, because
Yeah.
I hear it's just fucking
I
bad.
think all the
Yeah.
sports games like that, where it's the same thing every year, are probably a
Yeah.
little overrated.
Well, and they're like pay to win.
Yeah.
The show, I like MLB The Show because it's not pay to win, and they do add like a new game mode every year.
Yeah. Dawson, you got any? I have a few more, but
I don't really have many. I mean, I jokingly say Star Wars.
yeah.
I mean, I do kind of believe it, but I don't want to
Just
base my
I mean,
entire
as far as like
more of a joke.
sci-fi properties, like it's not
Yeah.
really pushing the boundaries. It's kind of just taking from other things. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
initially it was, but I've got
I had another one, but I can't remember what it was. So you go ahead and go. Maybe
I've got a couple that are, one that we'll all agree on, Bird Box.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a
that
good
was
one.
super overrated. One that I think you'll agree with, Space Jam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got the best joke is Bill Murray
Yeah.
just being there.
It's
Here's
not
the
a very.
producers told me I had
I
to be.
understand the appeal because it's like the most '90s that you can get. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't get any
Right.
more '90s than that.
It's just
And
the worst
yeah.
Looney Tunes movie.
but it's not that good of a movie. And people
Yeah.
that are like, oh, it's a really good movie, and especially when they're talking about the new one, when they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, the new
The
one
new one's
sucks
awful.
compared to the old one. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, so it's like a pile of shit compared to different pile of shit.
Yeah.
And then another one that's kind of a hot take. And I don't think this one is bad at all. I think it's a very, very good movie, but it's like it's got the number one spot for a lot of things. But The Dark Knight, it's a little bit overrated, I think. Like just
It's been a while since I've seen that all the way
yeah.
through.
But I mean that's the thing.
I don't
like
know if
it's not
that's-
that like rewatchable. It's not
Yeah.
that like
I rewatched all the Joker scenes on YouTube recently, which is
Yeah.
mainly
Yeah, there's like
probably
a
the
video
reason.
where it's literally all
All-
the jokes.
yeah,
I watched
I
that
watched
before
it.
I watched the full movie.
yeah.
Oh, really? I saw the
pretty
movie,
sure.
but
Heath Ledger is amazing.
it's his movie.
Phenomenal. But
Yeah, it
like
really is.
you take him out and it's not even a lot of people say like, oh, if he wouldn't have died, then people wouldn't have liked it. It's like no, his performance still would have been just as good.
Yeah, no, it fucking rocks.
But like you take him out of the movie and it's and obviously you can't like really judge it based on that. But like I just think like I was looking at some lists today like because I was looking for movies of the 2000s that would be like nostalgic that I grew up on, and it was like the best movies of the 2000s, and it was like the top of every list, and like every comic book movie list, it's the top of every list, and it's like
Yeah, I think
just-
that was when that's a movie that like film bros like first like started feasting on as far as like comic book movies.
yeah, and like again, it is a very good movie, and
Yeah.
it could even like on paper objectively be the best made, but it just like to me personally,
I
it's
wouldn't
like
say anymore, but
yeah, it lacks some like style. Like Gotham City is just Chicago, you know, like it's
Yeah.
just and it's just kind of like the color palette is just like real life, and it's like
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
it's-
I do. That's why I have a lot of respect for the Batman
yeah,
because a lot of people have just been looking at it like these movies are like this is like a good like kind of debate like which do you like better, which is
Yeah.
better, the Batman or the Dark Knight? Because like
yeah,
there's both like very good Batman movies,
Uh-huh.
but they're different, and it's,
yeah. All right, keep it rolling. Favorite fast food chain?
Cookout from Memphis.
That's a pretty good one. That's a good one.
Even though I've only had it like twice in my life.
That is, I didn't think about like ones that.
Yeah,
I mean, I was thinking about all I feel, but that's a really good one.
I mean, I like McDonald's, but
Oh, I was about to say McDonald's probably wins for me, not because of like necessarily quality, but you get the fucking which they took the $1 large fry off, which
Yeah.
is the best deal. But still, like you
Yeah,
can
the
get
wrap
free
and stuff.
fries.
I'd say
The points add up quick.
for a similar reason, Domino's. Just
Yeah.
because, especially now that they have more food, but like you get so much bang for your buck, and their deals are so good, and like
Yeah.
it's you do the if you do carry out, it's like you can get a fucking meal for like $7 and like fill you up, and it's like that, and it feels more like real food than a McDonald's.
Yeah,
so
because I feel like
fair.
a lot of people are going to be like, "Those suck." It's like we're talking about fast food. Not that they
Yeah.
don't, not that they
Right.
suck, but it's like
The
there's
entire
a
purpose is for it.
ceiling.
the entire
like
purpose
we're-
is for it to be fast.
So a
To
lot of
get
it
you
is
simple.
price and like
Yeah.
quantity.
And for
that
me,
you
it's
get.
like bang for your buck is
Yeah.
what takes the crown. And then
Just Taco Bell rocks.
yeah, Taco
well.
Bell and Chick-fil-A are fucking awesome.
Chick-fil-A probably is actually the best fast food
Yeah.
restaurant.
But it's not very
It's a
much
little-
bang for your buck. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
That probably is. That's actually the winner.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Whenever Dairy Queen was
I think
combined
they
with
hate gays, but
Yeah.
whenever Dairy Queen was combined with Orange Julius, I would say that.
Yeah.
Because you could get like some nice chicken strips and like a fucking smoothie,
Yeah.
Orange Julius smoothie.
I'm afraid to say this because it's some nasty ass shit, but it's so good at the same. Long John Silver's,
I
I
don't know
would
if I've
kill a
ever had
motherfucker.
I've never had that.
Yeah, no good.
okay.
Don't.
Yeah.
Like I said, they sell like I can't remember what they
Fish.
call them, like crumbs, but it's basically just like a grease at the bottom, but like not hard. It sounds really bad. It's just as bad as it sounds, but it's just like you can just ask
filth.
for these extra filth bits, and they just taste so goddamn good.
Yeah. You want
It's
some
pretty
filth
nasty.
with your. All right, biggest guilty pleasure movie, TV show, or video game?
A lot of these I've already talked about so far. Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've watched that movie like 3 times,
never seen
and
it.
I've had a good time watching it each time.
Yeah.
I can't explain to you why. or
I've seen
how.
some people say it's just like it's ADHD as a movie because it never stays on one thing for longer than like 6
No,
seconds.
but it's like it's so fun though. Like
Yeah,
I don't
it
know. I
is.
just have myself having a good time every time I watch it, and I think that it's the most guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I like Sonic 2 a lot,
Yeah.
even though I
think
wouldn't.
that's-
I don't think that's too much of a
it's
guilty
pretty
pleasure.
well liked.
though.
If you
Yeah, I know. TV show. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
TV show Love Island. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel
Talk
pretty
about it,
guilty
yeah.
saying that, but game I do feel kind of guilty. But Fortnite,
Yeah.
but like even my friends will still play it like off and on,
Yeah. Oh, that's-
because creative mode is just like literally like Roblox, but Fortnite. So I
Yeah.
think it's still very
Mine
likable for me.
would. It isn't even really a guilty pleasure anymore because I think like when you say you like it, people are like, "Oh yeah, that's it." You don't like think it's like fucking Lord of the Rings, but Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely
I
more
got
of
one
a.
similar.
It was more of a guilty pleasure when it was just the Michael Bay movies and like the old cartoons. But now it's like they've expanded. They have good stuff under their belt, and people are mature. And it's like you say you like Transformers, and they're like, "Oh, you like fun movies."
Yeah.
Ninjago. I still enjoy
Yeah.
that shit. It's fucking badass. And Fall Guys.
Fall Guys.
Fall
It's a
Guys is
fun ass
fun.
game. Yeah. Dawson.
I put Gang Beasts too. Wait, no, I put that later on the list. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dude,
This
don't
guy.
spoil it. Yeah.
Spoilers.
What the hell?
Sorry.
I don't know if they'd be considered. It's kind of the same as the Transformers movies. I know they're not objectively up there, but the Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that is like a guilty pleasure, but I mean, I know a lot of film snobs would say
Yeah.
that shit sucks.
Why'd you look at me?
I was
No, joke.
I'm joking.
I was gonna say, I don't know. We're doing a podcast together. Eye contact's important. Yeah. No, other than that, I just got like weird YouTube shit that I'd watch like on repeat. Like I used to watch these Gary's Mod, fucking Purge videos or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but there's this.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something I should have mentioned in our "What'd you grow up with?" Is Smosh.
Yeah,
Smosh
just like
something.
Yeah.
I grew up with I watched Niger Hydra,
Yeah.
the Asian Smosh, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And then iDubbbz and Filthy Frank and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
All the N-word saying,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't do it anymore though, so it's
Yeah.
cool.
No, they all apologized and took their videos down, and now they make music.
One makes
And
music.
fail at Creator Clash, apparently.
Yeah,
if you
one
guys saw
makes
that.
music, one tries a YouTube boxing thing, and two
And
of
it
them are,
fails.
I guess, podcasters.
Yeah. All right.
Pretty rough
Um,
turnout.
Any more guilty pleasures? No.
No.
I mean, not really. Like I said, I just got weird YouTube shit. So.
I scrolled down our list. We have a
Yeah.
lot. we probably
Yeah.
need to-
Coolest way the world could end. I think if dinosaurs came back, that
That'd
would
be
be
cool.
fucking cool. Like, just inexplicably, like, they just kept coming back. Because, like, aliens, cool, but, like, dinosaurs,
Yeah,
we know those motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah.
shit, dude.
I feel like we
I was
could
gonna
ta-
say I just
don't
put
know.
aliens.
Yeah.
Aliens would be cool. Multi-universal collision, which I'm just thinking of Battleworld. Yes, that'd be
Yeah.
really fucking cool for us to all go down.
You just have to fight yourself. You have to fight different versions of yourself.
That or a nuclear war that didn't end all of us immediately, and we just all three happen to survive.
that wouldn't
and
be-
Mad Max shit goes down.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what I'm leading into.
Okay,
Is it
'cause
just
I was
being
gonna
like
say, like-
muscle cars and like
Yeah.
metal masks?
like a nuclear holocaust is
That's
like,
not very cool.
Yeah, it's just
but like if it leads to me being able to drive a car with the engine sticking out of the hood,
yeah. I mean, like, and it sucks because like the most realistic one is just like climate change.
yeah.
It's like that's not fucking cool. Yeah. Favorite actors and actresses. I've got a lengthy list, but I just kept thinking of some.
I have 3.
Yeah, I got 3.
Well, I have 4, but I can't mention him.
You'll probably agree with some of mine, I think.
Yeah. Well, the 4th one I can't mention is because he has a.
It's Ezra
His
Miller.
court hearing date is next month, and
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
You can say you like their performance.
I like Jonathan Major's performances. In
Oh
his
my
movies.
god, look at this guy.
Okay, I don't.
Might as well beat women.
I like Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah, very good.
I like Cooper Rafe. He's from the Shit House movie I talked about last week.
Yeah.
The guy who's just made all that stuff.
hmm
Because I watched his Apple TV movie this past week, and he acts his ass off. I'm like, damn nice. And his actress, because I guess equality. I
I
put
guess.
Lupita Nyong'o, because she's probably pretty underrated. Like she's
Yeah.
probably one of the
She's very
top
good.
actresses in Hollywood.
You know, she
but-
played Maz Kanata in Star Wars, the little yellow bitch from Force Awakens.
I don't know the actresses.
The
but I know who you're
glasses.
talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
Star Wars wise. Yeah, but
Lupita.
She's more orange.
Yeah,
she's
well,
yellow.
Lupita Nyong'o is the hot chick in Wakanda Forever. T'Challa's wife.
It's Charles' wife.
Oh,
She was in Get
yeah.
Out and
I didn't know she
Yeah.
played.
Yeah.
or Us.
Us, yeah. Is that all? Yeah.
Yeah, I only had 3.
Harris Dickinson, that's my favorite probably. He's in the main guy in Triangle of Sadness,
Okay.
and
yeah.
just really handsome and charming. And I'm like, anytime I see him, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah. I
like a
you.
cute little giggle, like
I'd kiss you on the lips.
yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zac Efron. I forgot what.
Yeah, Zac Efron is on mine as well. Brad Pitt, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Chris Pine. I used to not like Chris Pine, but like the more I see of him, I'm like, I like this guy.
Mhm.
I like this guy. For actresses, I've got Haley Steinfeld.
Mm.
Not only because she's smoking hot, and I want her.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
She's yeah. Sorry, I glitched. She's
that was
a,
somebody else.
she's a
The
very
filter from between my brain and my mouth turned off for a few seconds.
she's a very good actress. Like genuinely, she kind of carried Hawkeye and Bumblebee. Like she's very good. Like, and she's just like, you just see her and you're like, yeah, I'm kind of okay, you know.
Yeah.
And then Emma Stone, I like Emma Stone a lot. I think she's a very just charming. Like anytime she's in a movie, I'm like, I believe you. Like you're in this role. Like I believe you. Like Superbad, she's good in that. She's good in the Spider-Man movie. She's good in La La Land. Like, and those are all like very different things. I like Chris Hemsworth a lot. I just think he's like, I think he's the most handsome Chris, personally.
Let me
Teach
get
their
back to you
own.
on that.
Yeah.
Teach
Yeah.
their own.
And he's just so goofy, and I like that. I like Adam Driver a lot. I think he's
Yeah.
very skilled and just yeah. He likes trying shit out, and I like that.
I thought-
Andy Samberg, I like him. a
Yeah,
lot,
Andy
too.
Samberg rocks.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac is good.
Yeah.
Dawson,
Number one's probably, I've said it before, but Willem Dafoe.
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe. Defolian. Well, William
The
Defolian.
Family Guy bit.
Yeah.
It's
No, but him, I mean, pretty much everything he's in, I love. He plays a lot of side characters, but he's always got a bunch of charisma to him, and he acts his ass off, and no matter what. I mean, giving him, like, bringing him back in No Way Home, which I don't want that to be, I mean, the only movie that people think I know him from, but, like the way he was able to make Green Goblin and probably the worst, that may be bold to say, new Spider-Man movies, and making him, like, the most intimidating, scary, like, crazy motherfucker. Woody Harrelson as well.
Yeah.
A lot of
Oh,
good
that's a
shit with
good
Woody
one.
Harrelson. He just appears and shit. And you're like, oh, I forgot you were in Rogue One and War for the Planet of the Apes. But
Yeah.
he's really good. Female wise actresses. I don't know. I like Anna de Armas. She's hot.
Yeah,
I don't mean that in a mean way,
that.
but no, she's good in everything she's in. Really good. And then also, I don't know her name, but Ratcatcher,
Yeah.
Danielle or something like
Yeah.
that.
I don't know. her
She's
name
got
either.
a.
It's not like she
different
needs a
name.
shout out. She's doing
Yeah,
fine. So.
so she's doing a bunch of stuff. So, but no, she rocks as well.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen her in.
Seems like you got a type between Anna de Armas and her.
Do I?
They're pretty similar. I've gotten them mixed up before.
Really,
Least
like-
favorite actor.
Least favorite actors and actresses.
I put anyone who was in Fast and Furious franchise. Any like
Pretty much.
any of the male leads I don't
Yeah.
like. The Rock, Vin Diesel. What's the other bald guy?
Tyrese, whatever.
No, the Jason
Walker.
Statham.
No, yeah.
Paul Walker. I mean, people forget he was kind of
Mm-hmm.
not that good of a guy.
What else was he in?
He died, so everyone forgot he was.
Mm-hmm.
And this actress, this is kind of a bold take, because I don't really see it in her performances, or I guess she's conventionally attractive, but Natalie Portman,
I can see that. Yeah.
I think she's just a little overrated.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
gets on your nerves.
Her best performance was in Leon the Professional, and she was like 13 years old. So
My least favorite is Shailene Woodley. The Fault in Our Stars. And it's Divergent. Dude, that bitch, holy fuck. Because, like, early 2010s,
Oh yeah, she's awful.
she was in, like, everything.
Haley's
And-
watching a show where she's like the main character, and
Dude, she pisses me off. Like, I don't know what it is about her, but I'm like, I want to... Dude,
kick your ass.
yeah. Fuck
Punch
you.
you.
I don't... Because she's, like, talking to Ansel Elgort, and she's like, why are you smoking? Stop. And it's like, I hope he fucking
you should start smoking.
breaks a window and stabs you with a piece of broken glass. And Jared Leto. I don't like Jared Leto.
Jared
That's
Leto's
a
a
good
good
thing.
one.
He's
Yeah.
a bad actor, and like just the antics off screen. Like he hasn't. I mean, he had like a cult. He like tries to scrub the internet of that, but he had like a cult that worshipped him.
When he
It
was
a
like
real thing.
Preparing for his Joker role, he like sent like his co-stars like
Yeah.
dead animals or something.
Yeah, and it's like
Condoms.
it's not
Used
illegal, but it's
condoms,
like
yeah.
you're fucking weird.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fucked up. That's weird.
and it's like you're not a good enough actor. Like if you're pulling a crazy performance, sure, but you're not.
The only
so-
decent performance I've seen him in is the fucking Christian Bale movie. The
Dallas Buyers Club.
fucking where's the killer? Christian Bale's the killer. It's like the Sigma male.
American
thing.
Psycho.
American Psycho.
Oh, doesn't he gets killed in
He gets
that
killed
movie.
in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared Leto, it just looks like someone you'd want to, I don't know, beat up. Like, let's get this guy. All right. You got any for least
Yeah.
favorite?
I won't go into it. Me and Dwayne Johnson have a long history.
Yeah.
So
And like anyone listening that's like, oh, you're hopping on the hate train. Dude, Dawson fucking hated him. in, like-
2011,
yeah.
WrestleMania
like-
27.
Yeah, it was like middle school, early
Yeah.
middle school.
Fuck
Dawson
that
was
dude.
like, when he was,
Jump on my bandwagon.
The Rock was honestly becoming like more popular.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh yeah, The Rock's in this. That's cool. And then Dawson was like, I'm going to kill that guy.
I would.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, kind of for some of the same reasons, but I'm not a Kevin Hart guy.
His little,
You know,
his
he's the
little
same
pocket
thing.
rocket.
Yeah, not near as much. And then also, I don't necessarily dislike him as an actor, but I figured I'd bring it up. I kind of want to punch Matt Damon in the face anytime I see him.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
another-
why.
Fair. He's got a very punchable.
Like he's a good actor,
That's-
but
Or
I can see
Ben
The
Affleck.
Martian, and I'm
That's
like,
one on here, so we can't talk
or
about
Ben
punching.
Affleck.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
both
is
of
it?
them kind of.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was one on here.
All right.
So
Keeping it rolling. Yeah. Man, this is going to be long. Favorite and least favorite directors or writers?
I put that Cooper Rafe guy again.
Yeah. I can't really, I know you said this earlier, but I can't really think of many that I like dislike
I have a
strongly.
few.
yeah,
Another one I like is Damien Chazelle.
That's what I was going to say. That's like
Damien
my
Ch-
top pick because he did Whiplash, La La Land, and Babylon. And those, like,
Phenomenally written.
yeah, just three
Beautiful.
10 out of 10s, I think.
My least favorite is Alex Kurtzman. if you just Google his like IMDb resume or whatever, it's fucking awful. They're all shit movies, but he just keeps getting jobs. I think I've talked about him before.
Yeah.
And director, I have Mark Webb.
Yeah, that's perfect. For honorable mentions, I've got Edgar Wright, just because he does super creative and stylized stuff.
He almost did Ant-Man, right?
Yeah. Yeah. George Miller, just because I think it's so funny that he did Mad Max,
Yeah, that's
Happy
so good.
Feet, and then
Yeah.
Mad Max, and also just like the story of the production of Mad Max Fury Road is just crazy because it was in development for a really long time, and then like there isn't a script for it. He just made storyboards, and that's the script for it, and then directed. Like, that's some of the most well directed action of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's fucking like 70 something, just got off the back of Happy Feet. But and James Gunn, obviously,
Yeah.
very good. It hasn't really missed yet.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have any picks like these guys got. I feel like you guys kind of outdid me on this one. I mean, I like James Cameron a lot just because I'm obsessed with Avatar and Terminator 2. I know that's more of a basic pick, but I mean, like, I feel like it's true at the same time.
He's very good.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that. That's a good pick.
Shit, I had another one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it going.
I
I'm
probably
not sure.
could have thought of a least favorite, but well,
I mean, Wes Anderson.
yeah, I hate that guy. I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding.
Favorite flavors of Mountain Dew.
Ooh, easy.
I put NA. I do not drink
Yeah,
Mountain Dew.
this one isn't really for you. This is what I was talking about earlier. I've got a ranking if you want me.
Oh my
You
god.
go for it. I got top three. It's just I picked top three.
1 is Voltage, 2 Baja Blast,
Yep.
3 is Spark. Spark, honestly,
Ooh.
it could be up there with 1. I don't know. I haven't had it this summer, but it's the raspberry lemonade
Yeah.
one. The one from Sam's. Fuck, what's it called?
Blue,
It's something berry. Yeah,
berry black. Yeah, some
Yeah.
shit like that.
but that's really fucking good. And then Summer Freeze. the
Summer
new
Freeze is
one.
good, yeah.
That's my top 5.
I don't have them ranked, but Baja Blast, Voltage, we're repeating each other a lot here. Those two are definitely up there. The blue ones are the best, blue green.
Yeah.
And then I'm also one of those fucking freaks that likes a Diet Mountain Dew better than I like regular Mountain Dew because regular Mountain Dew upsets my stomach.
Got a tummy ache.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, I like Diet Mountain Dew. That's what I grew up on, so
Yeah.
that shit rocks.
Right.
So acidic-y? It's acidic-y? Yeah.
Favorite music artists and albums. We could spend a while on this, so let's just
Yeah,
breeze
let's just
through it.
list
Let's
them.
just do artist, if anything,
Yeah.
like top 3.
Top 3. Dayglow, Boy Pablo, and then third one I really can't. It's like a toss up between like 3 rappers: Mac Miller, Kanye West, and Amine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got MF Doom, Brockhampton, Kendrick Lamar, J Dilla, Madlib,
said
Tyler the
3?
Creator, Pharrell, Black Thought. So yeah, sorry.
You named
I just thought
7.
I'd
Yeah, I'll go for it. As long as you
whatever.
can do them quick. Top 3 for me is Earl Sweatshirt, Billy Woods, and then probably Kanye West, I guess.
Kanye
Yeah.
would probably be up there. for me,
Kanye's
too.
there. I know. I mean, I know he's a Nazi and everything now.
Biggest celebrity crushes.
Anna De Armas.
Yeah, that's definitely up there.
Zac Efron or Madison Pettis. I've said it before, but fuck it.
Why do I know that name? Maybe.
She was in the Game Plan, or she was a little kid, but she grew up
we
to
talked
be
about this.
You gotta be careful with that.
yeah.
I've never seen her since
I
Game
do not
Plan,
think
so.
that she is hot in the Game Plan. She grew up
Psych.
to be a like lingerie model for Rihanna's thing, and yeah, she's fucking. Anyways, if you could punch one celebrity in the face, who would
Yeah.
it be? Jared Leto,
That's
probably.
really
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
speed round, baby.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I put this is kind of a basic one, but like just super strength. If you could just be as strong as like the Hulk, but like not look like him,
Yeah,
just look like a normal guy. I don't know. I think I'd.
a similar one, but cooler. Telekinesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basic.
Fucking
Nah,
Flash
I'm
super speed though.
Yeah,
Being able to do shit like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
metabolism would be the only thing. That and atomic breath.
Yeah.
I know that's
My-
not a traditional one, but if I could have Godzilla atomic breath, and no one would see that shit coming.
Yeah.
I was between super strength and like crazy high like IQ, like
Yeah.
super smart. But then I feel
Nerd.
like if you're like super smart, I feel like you just have like constant existential crises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like there's no point.
Telekinesis / like molecule manipulation. Like
That's where.
if you could have telekinesis down to like the molecular level where you could like alter molecules and move specific atoms around, like that's just OP to another level. Telekinesis, because it's like, oh, you want to fly, you can fly. Oh, you want to move that building over there, you can move that building over there. Like, I don't know, that's the coolest to me. Favorite food ever? Chicken fried rice for me.
Popcorn, comma chicken.
Yeah, I got probably two.
Not- Not popcorn chicken, popcorn and chicken.
Popcorn is definitely up there for me. That and probably just pizza. I
Yeah.
mean, you can
It's-
get a lot of
It's a
crazy
classic
types
for
of
a
pizza.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah. That or wings, too.
Yeah.
I like wings.
What's your favorite fan casting?
Oh, I don't think I
It's
have
one that you told me, and it's Lakeith Stanfield as
Yeah,
Silver
that's mine.
Surfer.
That's
That's
up
mine.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just go with that one just to keep
Yeah,
it.
that's-
That's a good one.
Yeah. If you could make any superhero movie where you could pick the cast and crew, who would you pick and what would the movie be?
Ooh.
It can be past, present, future, doesn't matter.
I said Jordan Peele direct an X-Men movie,
Yeah.
and then just let the MCU lady do the cast. I trust her.
Yeah. That's fair.
I don't
That's
want to. That was
Get
kind of
into
like
the-
I don't want to fucking go through
Yeah.
all the X-Men.
Yeah.
I just
I would
trust her.
do Chloe Zhao Silver Surfer movie with Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah.
Because like her just out in space focusing on just one character. Yeah. That would be fucking awesome.
I don't know if I got one ready. I might have to think on that one, which
Yeah.
I know we don't have much time for.
Yeah. Let's
But-
move on. That one is kind of like you have to have one.
I didn't type
specific
that
in
one
mind.
out. Yeah, so.
Favorite animal.
Favorite animal: grizzly bear and octopus.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of those.
Tiger, flamingo. I kind of like koala bears now too.
Yeah. I like tigers and monkeys. I'm a big monkey guy. I like monkeys quite a bit. If you could own one toy or collectible ever, what would it be?
I wrote, I don't know, that's too nerdy of a question.
We're the nerd authorities, bro. I have one that I think you'll agree with. And
Optimus Prime
yeah.
GX series.
yeah, fucking
2000.
my first pick is probably Hot Toys Thanos because Hot Toys is like the
Yeah.
$600 like super
Crazy
super
accurate.
detailed. That would be incredible to own. Just probably just Endgame because that battle armor is just fucking badass.
With the sword and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the biggest and best Optimus Prime ever because I mean it's a fucking Optimus Prime's a toy. He always has been. Or the Lego Death Star.
That's kinda cool.
That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I knew you'd agree with that one. Or like that Lego like Daily Bugle set. Have you seen that
Oh
one?
yeah, I've seen that.
Where it's like a big building and it has like all the Spider-Man
Oh,
villains
yeah.
and stuff. That would be a really cool set to have. Favorite soundtrack or score from a movie or
We
show?
didn't ask Dawson what his favorite.
Oh, I'm
Dude,
sorry.
What the fuck? No, I mean the only one I can really think of off the top of my head, besides some like Optimus Prime shit, would be I have the other two Infinity Gauntlets, so the more hand fit Nanotech Gauntlet
Oh, the
that
small
Iron Man
one.
wears,
Yeah.
because I have the big one, and then I have the Infinity Gauntlet, so
Yeah.
that one has more finger mobility, so it'd be cool.
Yeah,
So,
it would. Favorite soundtrack or score from a movie or show?
I have Spider Verse and Moneyball.
Spider-Verse is a good one.
yeah.
I like.
Moneyball just uses like the same three like chords like throughout the movie.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, basic, but fucking, it's for a reason. That's probably I think the best soundtrack. Just any of the three of them, because like, dude, that just fucking, like personally, I think it introduced like a lot of our generation to like older music, and like people probably wouldn't admit that, but like I didn't really start going to like old music until I really heard that, and I still do, and like I re-listen to that all the time. Mad Max, Fury Road, and Loki have a really good score. Both of them.
Brothers in Arms.
Loki has like such a good,
Yeah, that was really good.
and La La Land, very good music, very good.
I don't know. There Will Be Blood. I know you
Yeah.
guys haven't seen that one, but that They have a violin in there for the main title. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, and it's like iconic for me at least. That and Logan. I love the
Yeah.
music in Logan. I think everybody should.
Yeah.
It's really good. So.
Yeah, there's probably other picks.
Oh yeah, there's
whatever.
a ton that we're forgetting. But
Yeah, because we're idiots.
yeah,
If you could
retards.
travel anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Ooh, I didn't think about this one, but maybe China. China would be cool. I'm all on board with China.
I said Iceland because it's like the
Yeah, it's
prettiest
probably a better
country.
answer.
Yeah, I said Italy because I think Italy's dope. All the little towns with all the colors and stuff. I think it's dope.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's not Italy.
That's New York. They're Italians in New York.
Most anticipated movie for the future.
Avatar 3, 4, and 5.
That's
I
that's
put-
fair pick.
Beyond the Spider-Verse, and the live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I said Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Most disappointing movie you've seen. This was the hardest question
Yeah.
I answered because fucking I know there's been times walking out of the theater where I've just felt like just disgust, but I can't remember specifically what they were. But I have a few written out. I have
I have 3.
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah.
I wasn't that hyped for it, but I
Yeah.
just thought like when it came out, people hyped it. They're like, "This is the fucking second coming of Jesus Christ," and I
Yeah.
watched it, and it's just like a Force Awakens, Stranger Things ripoff, where it's like, "Oh, this is super serious," and it's like if you watch the first Ghostbusters and then you watch that, you're like, "This isn't the same
I
series."
missed the tone.
Yeah, Crudes 2 was pretty disappointing. That's just not a good movie. This one is kind of disappointing. Not the most disappointing, but because I still like the movie quite a bit, but just that first watch was just kind of like, because I really liked the first one. But Kingsman 2, have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen all those.
Because
All
they
three
just
of them,
kill
yeah.
off like everyone at the start,
Yeah.
which was like a kind of a cool choice, but kind of like, what?
Most of them come back.
And then
too.
they brought back like the guy that died in the first one, and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Venom. I just because
There's
we
a lot
didn't
you
know.
can do
Yeah,
with
we
that.
didn't know anything going into it. This one I know you'll agree with, but and I like it a lot as a movie, but I just remember like an initial level of disappointment just because of the hype I had for it. But Thor 4 was a little disappointing.
Yeah. I
Just-
mean, coming off of the only good Thor movie, everybody got their hopes up way too high, including
Right.
me.
Yeah, and I
But-
think I don't think it's a bad movie at all. I think
Yeah.
a lot of it has to do with what could have been, and
Yeah.
that was
That's fair.
played into the initial, X-Men Apocalypse, because that's
Yeah.
what followed up First Class, and you're like, oh shit, like Apocalypse, they haven't done that yet.
Oscar Isaac.
yeah.
Well, it was First Class and Days of Future
I
Past.
thought,
Yeah,
I thought it was.
that's
Dave.
what I meant.
wasn't sure, yeah.
And then they were like, fuck, we gotta do Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Well, no,
And
they,
it's-
they brought Days of Future Past is supposed to be the third one.
Yeah, and then they swapped it around. Bryan Singer was like, "I gotta fuck some kids." Oh wait, he fucked some kids. But
Yeah.
Halo 5 was kind of disappointing, just because, and not even
I didn't
because it
think
was
about
that
it,
bad,
games.
but like Halo 4 spoiler was like, I played the fucking Christ
Yeah.
out of that game. Another disappointment. It's not a movie or game or show, but Kanye kind of turned into a neo-Nazi was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know originals. I just put movies. I put Episode 9.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
just
That
'cause-
one was kind of a slow burn because I remember
initially liking it.
I feel like I
and
was the
then-
only one because remember I didn't like it from the beginning.
Yeah.
That was one thing.
But I remember you like I distinctly remember because you had a little phase where you did this, but I remember you sleeping through a good chunk of that movie.
Oh yeah, I probably did.
And then like you had to see it like another time, and then you're like, yeah, I didn't like that.
that shit sucked.
well, there's a record on this podcast of me being disappointed in this, but Aquaman,
Yeah.
fucking. I mean, I was looking forward to it big time, and I was just mad after we
Yeah.
watched it. And then Coco. I just don't like it.
I love it. But
I'm just the referee in this fight. I'm just the umpire. All
I
right.
guess I did write most disappointing movie, so I misled you, but
Yeah.
sorry about that.
I mean, I can't really think of any games.
Yeah. I know there's some that like I distinctively
Did we
remember
all-
like being disappointed.
Because we saw it at the Palace, which was mentioned earlier. Callback to Suicide Squad, the first one. Did we initially dislike that? Because we were
I don't-
younger when
yeah.
that came out.
I don't
that
think
was
I
20.
was-
Like we were like 15,
Yeah,
14,
I think I
15
was-
years old.
If I remember correctly, I was seeing it. I think we were all kind of seeing it for like the meme. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, you get the fucking 21 Pilots do this song
Yeah.
with like Logic, and then it's like, oh, this is fucking cheesy. And
Yeah.
like the Joker stuff with Jared Leto is
That was
like
pretty rough.
So I don't think I wasn't, and that's the thing is like with the disappointment, like you have to have high hopes to be disappointed, and I can't think of anything where I was like really had high hopes. Because like Venom 2, I think was
It
probably
wasn't-
like that was the biggest like walking out of the movie theater being like that was fucking bad. Like I can't think of anything else
Yeah.
that I've been like that strongly opinionated walking out of the theater.
I saw Morbius, so it's okay.
Yeah.
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 No, but I got kind of the same ones. I mean, because I've just kind of collected from what you guys were saying. Halo 5, but at the same time, you could say the same thing about Halo Infinite. I think it's just we've grown out
Yeah.
of like playing those consistent.
I don't know, though.
I
Halo
don't sit down and like play video games that often anymore.
Halo
Maybe
Infinite
I'm-
though for me because like there was a brief period of like a couple weeks where like all of us were playing it together, and I was like,
Yeah.
this lives up to the hype for me because it's like I'm playing fucking Halo with my buddies and
Yeah.
we're playing online and stuff. So it's,
Because I think I was the only one that pre-ordered Halo 5, probably, right? Because I pre-ordered
I
that
pre-ordered
shit.
it too.
Okay, cool. Okay, we're on the same page. But that, and then I guess episode 9 as well. Maybe I did fall asleep during that one. I don't remember. I was asleep.
You did initially. You disliked it before anyone else.
No, not like about that, but like yeah. I don't remember falling asleep. I may have though. I saw it twice. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So
My biggest disappointment from that movie, and probably one of my biggest disappointments in general, was just them not using the green lightsaber, but having a scene so perfect of a setup for it that, like, yeah, that was so disappointing.
the best part of that movie was what was a little fucking creature that would like
Babu
like I said-
Freak.
Babu Freak. Yeah. What did he say? Hey, yeah. That was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, and there's some good
There was some good scenes.
Kylo Ren and Rey
Their
stuff.
fight scenes, and then the
Death Star fight was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just the
and then-
character work with Kylo Ren is what carried the sequels in general.
But Babu Freak was the best
the
part. I'll
handing the
stand by it.
lightsaber.
Yeah. All right, time to get into the favorite movies. Actually, do you want to do unpopular opinion before we get into all the favorite movies?
I don't care.
Yeah, let's do unpopular opinion. I don't remember where I put it on the list.
Yeah, no,
Or hottest
so-
take.
Did we already
Hottest-
do that? Or no,
Hottest
we didn't?
take, most unpopular opinion.
I wrote a few, but I think
Just read them all off.
Patrick
please.
Mahomes is only as good as the Andy Reid offensive scheme. He's I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
Homelander is the best on-screen villain of all time.
Yeah,
And that
Can't make me watch
Darth
the show,
Vader.
but-
Shut up.
yeah,
I mean, he's cool. He looks cool.
yeah.
He has cool powers.
Maybe has more of like a classic factor to him, but yeah,
the fucking level of anxiety you feel when Homelander's on screen
And
is
it's-
unmatched. Is unmatched for me.
yeah. And the performance, I think, is
The performance, the
tops.
sheer power he has. I said Pirates of the Caribbean is a better franchise than Indiana Jones, and the first Pirates of the Caribbean is a better movie than the first Star Wars, Episode 4.
Yeah,
haven't seen them,
that's
so
I like if you were like gun to your head, what are you watching? You're watching Pirates of the Caribbean. probably.
maybe. It would depend. It would depend. I can't agree or disagree with that.
That's fair. Solo's the most rewatchable Star Wars movie,
That's a good one. I agree with that.
and Captain Marvel is better than the Joker movie was.
I haven't seen Captain Marvel in a while, but I would probably be more keen to rewatch Captain Marvel. I think.
I don't know if
But-
I would. Not that I'm standing up for Joker
Yeah.
here.
Those are just
Too
random
much,
ones. My main
but-
one was the Homelander.
Yeah.
I've got several. Some of them more strong-willed than others. I didn't care for Big Hero 6. Thought it was a little overhyped.
This movie's just fucking depressing. Isn't the beginning of that movie just sad?
His brother
Well,
dies.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the thing
It's
is
been
like
forever since I've seen
Listen,
that.
I
so.
think it's an aesthetically pleasing movie.
my biggest takeaway was because that movie was up against How to Train Your Dragon 2 at the Oscars that year, and How to Train Your Dragon 2 lost to Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, let's see this Oscar-winning movie, and you watch it, and it's like, oh, his brother dies, and we're all really sad about it. It's like his brother that
Compare
we saw for 2 minutes of fucking screen time.
Compare that to the
Yeah, I don't
Chief
think
dying
so.
in How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
fucking-
Yeah. Anyways,
I fucking love How to
and
Train
it's
Your
also
Dragon
like the whole movie's just like, oh, he's big and dumb. Cool.
Well, I think Big Hero 6, I think it's visually aesthetically pleasing. to
yeah, and
watch.
it's cool to do like an animated superhero movie,
Yeah.
but whatever. I think the Conjuring movies are not that good. I think I should have put those in overrated because I just think like when that first one came out, people were like, this is the best horror movie that's come out since like the 80s. And like, it's really pretty basic. Like, I don't think it breaks any ground. Like, the first one isn't bad necessarily, but it's just like it doesn't do anything new, and I don't think it deserves a classic title. I think like Insidious is better. I think, and just the whole concept of it, like, oh, we're real Ghostbusters, and it's like, doesn't work for me. Maybe it's just a personal thing. I don't think Zendaya is that hot. I think she's
Looks like a 12-year-old.
yeah. I think she's like, what am I trying to say?
Chano tits.
No, like
Kind of funny.
the classically attractive. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Conventionally.
conventionally attractive. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But like, just not like everyone's like, oh my god, she posted something on Instagram, and like all the white girls are like sharing that to my story, and it's like, really, her? Like
Yeah.
the Shake It Up girl? Like that's what I see her as. Like I still, because she hasn't changed that much appearance wise. She's just gotten like
A little taller.
larger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just grab the corner and drag, and it's like that. But like she's just so lanky, and it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I could just throw you in the air and you get carried away by the wind. I think Despicable Me is a classic animated series.
That's true.
I don't know if it's up there in the top 5 best,
Probably not.
but I do think it's a classic. I think it filled a gap that like Shrek and Toy Story left for like whenever they ended for the brief period of time.
Okay.
I think it was like a new classic series.
Yeah.
And I think the popularity of them is hard to argue with that one. So maybe it's not
Minions.
it's not an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably were like, oh, the Minions are annoying. And because of that, they're like, oh, that equals bad movie.
Yeah, and I think, and you can say what you will about Illumination, but I think like, yeah, they aren't that creative with their animation style, but that doesn't make it a bad movie necessarily. You know what I mean? Like, because Pixar is still doing like the basic 3D animated stuff, and no one's really. I mean, now people are, but for a while, no one was really dogging on Pixar. So, I think that the Despicable Me movies are kind of classic.
Oh, I have another hot take. I think the original Western animation is better than just
the 3D, yeah.
Like
agree.
movies like Hercules.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
those movies are so much prettier
Yeah,
than
I'd agree. This is my strongest will, unpopular opinion, hottest take. That I'll make a fucking video essay about this. I don't care. Which hopefully those are coming soon. But I think that the old.
Star-Lord.
No.
Oh.
That's less of like a hot take and more
Yeah.
just that people are wrong about something. But it is
Roast.
though. Like it's a fucking like. Anyways, whatever. I don't want to get into that. But I think the 2004 or 5, whatever, the old Fantastic Four, the 2000s Fantastic Four movies are on par with the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies
Yeah.
in terms of quality. I think
Yeah.
they both suffer from the same things when you think about it, like kind of weak villains, but they're overly campy. Like that's what but pretty good casting, Honestly, no. You know what? I think the Fantastic Four castings in the 2000s
better.
were much better than Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they all fit their characters
Even-
and play into the dynamics so well.
I
And
think-
Tobey Maguire looks like a 30-year-old.
Even
Yeah.
Kirsten Dunst isn't
Yeah.
like that.
And
I think
it's,
the villains are a
cast.
little better in Spider-Man,
Yeah,
but other than
probably.
that,
and that's
to
I think that's
Fan
really
Force
the only
too.
thing with Fantastic Four is like they just didn't get Doom right, and that sucks because he's such a good character.
Yeah.
But he's not even
no
like
one does. It's okay.
yeah, he's not that terrible in them. Like I
Is
don't
that
know,
the best version we've had?
in live
Best
action,
looking?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, because I
But-
mean, you can't compare 2015 to
Yeah.
it. So
And Silver Surfer in the second one is like so comic accurate. It's crazy. It's crazy. And like, yeah, Galactus is a cloud. We get it. But like, fucking
I don't. It makes sense. That's fucking.
yeah. Venom is shoehorned into the third one. So eat shit.
Doctor
motherfucker.
Octopus
Yeah.
is creating a sun.
Yeah,
in the
it's
middle of
like
New York.
who gives a fuck? They both like suffer from the same problems. And
They put
I'm
the
not
sun
saying
out by throwing it in the ocean.
yeah, I'm not saying either of them are like amazing, but I think they're on par with each other. That's my strongest unpopular opinion. What do you got, Dawson?
One that was kind of brought up. I'm glad you said something about it because I needed to be justified. But Dwayne Johnson, not very fucking good. Never has been.
Yeah.
He's kind of just an egocentric maniac.
Yeah.
But that and then another one Ryan kind of brought up, and me and you've had this discussion before. But Avatar 1 is better than Episode 4.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much the same thing you said, but about a different movie. But that was one that I had
Yeah.
had
Episode
out.
4 is just like. It's just a blank template. I feel
Avatar
like.
2 is better than Episode 5. For me.
Episode
That-
5.
I
I
would
don't know.
disagree with that.
I like it more, but I understand. I
I'd-
more or
I'd
less wanted to see what the
disagree.
reaction was.
Episode
Something
5
like
is just a class. It's a good movie. It's
Yeah, the side swipes.
yeah. It fits
I'm
with the
I'm
aesthetic
joking.
of it.
And The Boys is overrated.
Shut the fuck up. He's never seen The Boys. All right, let's keep it rolling.
It doesn't intrigue
Getting
me, I
into
guess.
the final category, and holy fuck, this might be the longest episode ever.
We'll speed round these
Yeah,
as much as we can.
favorite Christmas movies.
Ooh, Charlie Brown Christmas.
That's
Charlie
a good
Brown will
one.
take every holiday for me. That and How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey.
Right.
Big sucker for Jim Carrey.
I like the Santa Claus movies.
Oh, yeah.
Those are good.
Home Alone 2.
Yeah, Home Alone's good as well.
I like the second one better than the first one, but just.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is classic.
I did watch that, yeah.
Yeah,
Violent Night just came out last
I
year.
never
Yeah.
saw that. I wanted
it was
to.
pretty
It's
good.
just fun.
Yeah.
I thought I wouldn't like it, and then I was watching it, and I was like, "Do I like it?" I was like, "No," and I was like, "No, I like it."
I saw it like twice. Don't see it twice.
Yeah. Yeah. Favorite horror movies.
This is a short list for me. I
Ryan's-
don't
he's a
really
vagina.
watch horror movies. Because I'm scared.
Mine is Hereditary, Halloween 2018, Creep 1 and 2. Those are my
I
all-time
forgot about
favorites.
Halloween.
Yeah, probably the original Halloween, Creep 1. I mean, Creep 2 rocks too, but I think a Creep 1 first. Jaws.
Yeah.
Jaws is a bit of a weird horror movie nowadays. And then, what was my other? I like the Blair Witch Project. You got to put it into perspective when it was
Yeah.
made. Same with the first Paranormal Activity, kind of odd ones.
Yeah, but
And then Skinamarink, which I brought up the other
Yeah.
week as a recommendation. Go watch Skinamarink.
yeah. I like
Out.
Poltergeist as well.
I haven't seen that all the way through.
It's really not much of a horror movie, especially now with like
What we see.
the effects like don't hold up at all.
Mine would be Get Out.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good one. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
that, Is Nope a horror movie?
I
Because
guess
I'd
so,
really throw that in there.
Yeah, I'd say like 3.
I like that better than, not to get into that discussion, but I think that's my favorite Jordan Peele movie, so I'd probably pick that one.
Yeah. Let's see if there's any.
Yeah, I'm looking through
It
real
Follows is pretty good.
quick. It Follows is really good.
I-
It Comes at Night. I don't know if any of you have seen that. It's a newer one. It's
The
really good.
Orphan is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys, we gotta keep going.
Yeah, I know.
Well, give me a second, bro. I'm just going through my
Well, I
list.
only say that because you guys both like started looking up horror movies.
Yeah, I know.
Those are good, yeah.
I don't care for The Shining. Unpopular opinion. It's just a little too long. Favorite comedy movies.
Ooh, what did I
Hot
write?
Rod and Anchorman.
I've got Superbad, Anchorman 2, Tropic Thunder, and Triangle of Sadness.
Semi-Pro.
Oh, did you already go? Yeah, Triangle of Sadness. I just added that one because you said that. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Super Bad, and then this is more of a. I should have said this for Guilty Pleasure, but The Mask
Yeah.
really makes me laugh. That's a good
Yeah.
for both of those.
Hot Rod too.
Hot Rod, yeah.
That in.
Hangover. At least
Yeah,
I've only
those
seen
are-
them all
yeah,
once,
those
but
are
they were
good.
really good when I
Yeah.
watched them. So
Favorite dramatic movies.
I got more of a list for this one. I think.
Yeah. Moneyball, Green Book, Patterson, and Cha Cha Real Smooth.
Yeah.
Although
I
it's kind of more of a comedy, but
I should have thought of more. I didn't. Mine was pretty brief, but it's really just all of Damien Chazelle's movies: Whiplash, La La Land, Babylon. I threw Black Klansman in there. I was gonna add more, but yeah, those are some of my favorites. Just the first ones that come to mind.
Not to go back, I just think Borat deserves recommended.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Or
Borat.
Yeah, Borat's definitely a good comedy. There's so many we're missing. I mean,
That,
just because
that's
we're
a
going through
classic.
quick.
I think
Yeah.
Borat's. We were
Borat
talking
won
about
around- I mean, they're all wrong,
recent
but,
classics. Borat's a classic.
Dramatic movie wise, though, Florida Project, I really like that. Life Aquatic, I had to look that up. It's kind of a comedy, but it does fall under that.
I'd kinda
Taxi
watch
Driver, yeah. Taxi Driver, Love Liza, which I don't think enough people have seen. That's really funny, but also a good movie. And then Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage. It's
yeah.
really fucking good.
just Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
under
yeah.
drama.
Maybe
That's
one of the
probably more
best.
of comedy.
I don't know what you'd call
Yeah.
that.
Parasite.
Oh yeah, maybe
That's-
one of the best,
Yeah,
if not.
one of the best movies I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't log enough on.
I forget too for like 3
I
months at
forgot
a
to
time.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do better.
I'm trying to rank the Survivor seasons on my
Yeah.
letterbox. So
Little Miss Sunshine's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That, yeah. Favorite documentary. I don't know if you guys have any.
I don't think I fucking.
I mean, do these count like Frozen Planet, like stuff like that?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I
because
should-
Frozen Planet fucking rocks. So does
Yeah.
Blue Planet.
Yeah.
I love all. I've used to
Yeah.
buy. I've owned too many of those.
I should have more because I took a fucking documentary class where all we did was watch documentaries. But
Yeah.
I've only the
Go
most
ahead.
recent one I watched was is one about like a pizza delivery driver got like a collar bomb strapped to his neck.
Oh, what is that
Here.
called? I've seen. Or
It's on Netflix.
I don't know if
remember-
I've seen that. but-
Oh, I don't know if I'd put this for documentary, but I should put BuzzFeed Unsolved True Crime because
Yeah.
it's just documentary. It's just little
this-
cases,
yeah. Dude,
Yeah, just
and
like
that was
shit
that was,
geek
that was
out.
one of them.
Yeah.
You should watch. This is the only one I have from my class, but The Thin Blue Line. That
I've
was
heard
like
about that.
it was the birth of true crime. Like all the true crime podcasts, all the true crime documentaries, all like spawned from this one documentary that this dude made. Like while he was living with his mom on a couch, and just like the way he made it and like the revelations that came from it. It's just fucking. It's crazy. It's really good, and it's a little like dated, but like I don't know. It's just really cool. The Finding Francis, the last episode of Nathan For You. That's
I mean, yeah,
like genuinely a really fucking
really
good
good.
documentary though. Like because it's serious. Like he's seriously like fucking. It's good. The Last Dance is a docu-series. The
second best basketball player.
Michael Jordan. It's a really well put together one. There's some others from my class. There's one, The Devil and Daniel Johnston. That's a really good one. It's about Daniel Johnston. Was an artist, made like weird folk music, but it was a good documentary. Made in China. It was about like factories that make the Mardi Gras beads in China. How they get like 10 cents a day,
Yeah.
and then like it would show like a comparison to like the people in Mardi Gras celebrating and just like showing their tits and like puking on the beads because they're drunk, and then just all the beads getting cleaned by the street sweepers and stuff, and it's kind of depressing, but it's good. Favorite animated movies?
I'm limit yourself to 3. Well, I guess you don't have to. Never mind.
Yeah.
I just put the How to Train Your Dragon series, Spider-Verse movies, and Hercules.
Yeah.
are probably my favorites.
I've got
Because I tried to give representation to, I guess, everything, like DreamWorks, Disney, and
yeah.
So-
I've got Lego movies,
yeah.
Yeah.
just all of them. Spider-Verse movies, How to Train Your Dragon, Toy Stories, Megamind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got, for the most part, it's the same. The Lego movies, Lego Movie 2. If I had to choose, I don't know if that's unpopular, but I liked some of the jokes in that better. The Spider-Verse movies, and then the one I threw in there was a Simpsons movie. I'm a big Simpsons
Yeah.
guy, and the movie's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough. Favorite non-comic book / nerd movies. So just anything that's not like a
I just did 4 because I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
going.
yeah.
Yeah, I just said any of the movies I've mentioned, thus
Pretty
like the
much,
drama
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I like The Harder They Fall. It's
Mhm.
just a cowboy movie. Bottle Rocket,
Yeah.
Wes Anderson's first movie.
I've got La La Land, Superbad, Triangle of Sadness, Parasite, Whiplash, Mad Max Fury Road. I don't know if that counts as a nerd because it's technically like a franchise, but it's also like a standalone thing. Hot Rod, Megamind. There's probably some others that I'm not thinking of, but
No, I got. I'm trying not to repeat because I've already said some of my favorites that aren't.
yeah.
That The Beach Bum, Matthew McConaughey. I already said the one. Nope. The Wolf of Wall Street, and there was one more. Was it? Yeah, that's all I got. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Favorite non-nerd comic book TV shows.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Survivor. I'm kidding.
And I put Adventure Time.
I said The Rehearsal
Yeah.
/ Nathan For You,
Yep.
Eric Andre Show, Family Guy, Rick and Morty. I guess that's kind of a nerdy. I don't know, but yeah. Dawson.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Nathan For You, because it was non-comic book
Yeah.
TV show. So did you say no nerdy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna throw Rick and Morty in there. I guess Family Guy, Nathan For You. The
Yeah.
Rehearsal I still haven't finished.
Yeah.
That'll probably be up there from what I've seen of it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. There's probably some others, but
I mean, there's a shit ton.
I don't know. But those are the ones I watch all the time.
King of the Hill. I like King of the
Yeah.
Hill a lot. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys
Yeah.
watched that, but
Favorite nerd shows. I've got Invincible, Andor, The Boys, She-Hulk, Loki, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
I didn't type. Did I not
Yeah,
type this one out?
I didn't see it, but
I don't know.
Yeah, this one I added.
So it's just favorite nerd TV shows.
same stuff as you. I guess.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. I'll just go with that because I
throw
could
like
probably-
Moon Knight in there. And
Yeah,
Moon Knight, yeah.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but you guys haven't seen Andor, motherfuckers.
And or what? You still haven't?
Motherfucker. Favorite comic books or books? Favorite literature?
I didn't do comic books because I think that's a. So I just put Narnia.
Say no. Finish that. What were we gonna
You think
say?
it's a what?
On the nerd authorities.
I think that's
It's a waste of time.
slippery slope.
Oh, okay.
So I just put books. So Narnia and then Story by Robert McKee, which is just a screenwriting book.
Yeah. I have the 2015 Secret Wars is probably my favorite, just for the absurdity. Infinity Gauntlet, obviously, that holds a huge place in my heart.
Hard to beat.
Yeah. The Thanos Wins comics, those are fucking awesome. And then just the entire Invincible run is probably the best thing I've ever read. Just like genuinely, I think the best superhero story of any medium to ever be told. Like as objectively as possible. I can't think of anything that tops it. Just
what? Sorry.
Invincible, like the whole comic run, just from start to finish, just highest quality imaginable.
You got Old Man Logan, which is where a lot of that love started. Infinity Gauntlet, obviously. And then real book wise, I'll just say the last book I read because I actually did enjoy it, which is the only one in probably the past 10 years I've read. Make Your Bed. I can't remember the author's name, but it's some ex-Navy SEAL. Some motivational type shit.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, kind of. Just
Yeah.
telling stories about that. It's only like 100 pages. But it is a real book, so I can read.
Cool.
I don't read the comics, I just look at pictures, but
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
yeah. Big Nate.
Oh, the origami Star
Yoda.
Wars?
Yeah,
Is it Origami Yoda?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, that's crazy.
Love those.
Favorite video games. I've got a set like list that has been my go-to list like for forever. I just made my mind up on video games, and I still like these are the only ones I really play.
Yeah, I
Boomer.
mean, I could go on for days.
Yeah, any of the Black Ops games,
Yes.
Minecraft,
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto 5, Halo 4. Those are like my holy grail because Halo 4 is my favorite Halo. I know that's not the most popular one, but that was the one I was the best at. And it's like the only video game I've ever been like really good at. I played the shit out of Dead Rising 2 and Saints Row 4. And then I threw Lego Marvel in there as well.
Yeah, I was going to
That's
say
a
Lego Marvel.
classic.
I would say all of those for mine as well. Plus Super Mario Baseball,
Oh, Wii Sports.
Wii Sports,
Yeah, Wii Sports is up there.
Guitar Hero. Games I play now, MLB The Show, Overwatch. I joined Overwatch a little too late, so I guess technically Overwatch 2. Fortnite, Spider-Man PS4, and maybe the best fiction I've consumed, God of War and God of War Ragnarok, are just
Hell yeah.
on another fucking, like,
Yeah.
probably the best story I've ever consumed.
Did you say Insomniac Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, that's up there.
But yeah, God of War Ragnarok is, I think that is the highest peak I've
Yeah,
had with a story.
yeah.
Halo 2, which, I mean, the first 4 Halo games
Yeah.
are the ones that I've really played a bunch of times. Halo 2 is personally my favorite. If I had to choose out of a Call of Duty Black Ops, I'd choose Black Ops 3. It's mainly a zombies thing.
I forgot to mention Call of Duty, what my favorite
Yeah.
Call of Duty would be.
Zombies is
Black Ops 3.
Yeah, I think
only-
across the board.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
As far as multiplayer, I did World League for Black Ops 4. That's what I did it for. So, yeah.
I'm
if you-
kidding.
No, but that's like the most
Subway
competitive.
Surfers, Jetpack
That's like the
Joyride.
most competitive I ever got was I did World League and I had like a 2.6 KD, which is really good.
Yeah, something like that. Minecraft, I'm repeating some here. Minecraft, obviously a wrestling fan, so the newest WWE game, they get a little better every year. Most of the time, not always. 2K20. But other than that, I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 rocks. I spent way too many hours on that free roam. And GTA 5, probably. I don't know if I'm forgetting any, but
Yeah.
I said Minecraft, right?
Yes.
Minecraft,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah. Least favorite TV show ever.
The Boys.
I don't think I really have one.
Yeah.
Love Island.
A lot of the shit Haley just puts on when I just don't know what's.
Dude, that's the truest shit. Megan, she put on some like Nickelodeon animated or not animated Nickelodeon original like movie called like The Swindler, and it has like the fat kid from iCarly, and it's oh my
Gibby.
god, just yeah, some of the worst shit I've ever watched.
Yeah, like Haley puts on this show. It's like The Secret Life of like a Teenager or something, and it has that main girl from Divergent. She's like the main character,
Oh, Shailene Woodley.
and it's just all about like teen pregnancies. And it's like she's like it's like the whole show is just like this whole thing like against like teen pregnancy. There's like a lot of Jesus stuff in it, and she's just like, yeah, I know it's bad, but I still watch it. It's like why? It's you know it's awful. Why do you watch it?
Yeah. Least oh
No, you're
Oh,
good because I don't really think I really have one. I mean,
yeah.
I don't watch that many TV shows as you guys know. I mean, it's hard
Yeah.
for me to sit down and watch one.
I don't really either. I'm more of a YouTube guy.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
watch
come up
hours
straight
of
for it.
YouTube. Yeah,
I'm putting on YouTube before I put on a.
yeah.
Fair enough.
That's just me.
Um,
I guess I could say my favorite YouTube. We could say our favorite current YouTubers.
yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Favorite YouTubers. I would say probably Weekly Planet / Mr. Sunday Movies,
Yeah, that's a good
Nando
one.
V Movies.
Yeah.
Still like Anthony Fantano. I don't watch him a ton, but he creates good content.
Yeah, he does. He's a
Yeah.
good.
I like TMG Studios, like Cody Ko and
Yeah.
Noel Miller and Curtis Connor.
We want current YouTubers, right?
Hey,
Sure.
just whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'll just do current because I could look back for a while. This
Like when-
channel called Dudes Rock, which just posts compilations of a podcast that I like. Weekly Planet, Fantano, all that's good. And then there was one more.
Yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody in like
Summoning Salt, which I brought up a couple times as like the record stuff for like different old games. That's
LA
really cool.
Beast.
LA Beast, yeah, absolutely number one.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Cosmonaut off and on.
Yeah.
Cosmonaut off and on, yeah.
He's
That's
funny,
good.
but sometimes he just throws
I like all of
atrocious
his
takes.
All of his content except his reviews. I don't care for his reviews at all. He's a
You
bad
always
reviewer.
win. You always win. Zombies is still making zombies videos, and I still watch them.
Like Noah
So-
J,
Yeah.
Noah
Mr. T.
J.
Lexify,
What was Smith plays?
Smith
Yeah.
plays.
Is he still alive, or did he
He
die?
is. He has like a band now.
Yeah.
That's
the
rough.
Diamond
I mean,
Minecart. Dan
What?
TDM.
Dan TDM.
Yeah.
Sky does Minecraft before he touched me as a child.
Mm-hmm.
He
There's
touched kids, I think.
I don't know.
That's like a Minecraft YouTuber requirement, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know there's more, but I can't. think
No,
of
there's
them.
so many. I mean,
Yeah.
you could have thrown up Smosh. I know you guys forgot to mention
Yeah.
earlier. But I mean, we could go back and say like Filthy
Right.
Frank and all those.
And
so.
there's like smaller ones that I watch every so often. Like
Casey Nice.
Casey Neistat is a great YouTuber.
Does he still do that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Really? I didn't
He doesn't
know
do vlogs, but he just makes good videos.
Cool.
There's one channel called like Cut Short that they do like. It's just a dude. He does videos about like movies that got canceled and stuff, and that really cool videos. And there's just like video essay ones, like screenplay ones.
Yeah, lessons from the screenplay.
Yeah, there's some like that are really good.
I'd watch Moist Critical sometimes. Do you guys know who that is?
I know.
The
that
white
is.
T-shirt guy. He's got like a big
Yeah.
beard, long black hair.
Kind of looks like Tommy. a
Yeah,
little bit.
It's just because he's just like a news guy. He's just like an unofficial like pop culture news guy.
Yeah.
But all he'll do is he'll just like turn on like this like shitty webcam and like have an earbud mic, and he's just like, so yeah, this happened. This is what I think about it. So yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like little like 4-minute videos. I just think sometimes they're funny.
Yeah, that was funny. All right. Least favorite movie of all time or movies? I've got a strong answer.
I don't know if I do.
I have two that I'm not gonna say Coco. Okay, let me put that out there. There was
not the
this
worst
meme
movie I've ever
that
seen.
no, it's not bad. I don't.
It didn't make you cry, so you were upset about it.
I didn't really like watching that much. But two movies I despise, and they're like, I mean, I could say they're overrated because like the common opinion is that they're good movies. Hugo, like the fucking clock train movie, fucking hated.
Yeah.
So boring.
The 800-page book with like 600 pictures.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so the moon. Fuck off. This is so boring. And Pan's Labyrinth, I think that movie's hot garbage too.
Yeah. I've got a strong answer. And as soon as I say it, Dawson, you're going to be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Of
probably
course.
my answer then, because I don't have one. so.
Of course, yeah, there's a ton of other bad movies, but those
Yeah.
are just fucking.
My least favorite movie of all time, and it will never change, is The Purge. The first Purge. Fucking
Yeah.
hate that movie. Just like, you have like one of the most original, like unique, culturally impactful concepts for a movie in the last like 10 years.
Yeah.
And you make like,
The home invasion.
yeah, just
Yeah.
a movie that has nothing to do with that concept.
No, this could just happen.
It's like, it pisses me off because like there's so many like, sorry, but dumb people that are like, yeah, I really like The Purge. And it's like,
It has like a ton of spin-off movies now. I think,
yeah.
right?
And I think some of
the
the
Purge Anarchy isn't
yeah.
like the worst thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
some
But they
of-
took a
yeah,
lot.
some of the spin-offs, and they have like a TV show and stuff, and I'm sure some of those are good. But you fucking killed all the good faith you had whenever you were like, yeah, there's guys in masks and like they come and break in. It's like, oh, so they're breaking into a house when it's legal, but they're criminals, so they would do it when it's illegal too. It's like, go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things. Like, I remember talking about it like whenever it first came out, and I remember talking to Wes, and he was like, "What if you would have done it where it's like a dude that's like not like average Joe gets like diagnosed with like a terminal illness and it can't afford the medical bills, so it gets his friends together to like rob a
bank or
like the company he works for or something, and then it's like there's all these levels to it where it's like people who aren't normally
Breaking Bad.
criminals like doing criminal stuff,
Yeah.
and it's like I don't know.
So Breaking Bad.
I don't know. I haven't seen Breaking Bad.
Well, it's.
pretty good. from what
I've only
I've
watched the
seen.
first episode. It's just
I
Walter
missed
White.
the first one, but I saw episode 2 through 8. I think
I'm
so.
sure it's really good, but like
It's just, it kind of just
similar
described
vibe,
Breaking
yeah.
Bad.
But like it ties into the concept, you
Yeah,
know?
I
And
know-
it's
I
like
know what you mean.
spend like a year planning it, and then you have one night to get it right and stuff, and you play into. But anyways, not to talk about what could have been,
Yeah.
but like, can you name like an actor or a character or even a moment from that movie?
Ethan Hawke.
Oh, fuck you.
He hits him in the head with a pool cue.
Yeah, I do.
I remember
Like-
that movie too well because I did see it a lot of times, and I completely agree with everything you're saying.
That's
but
that's one movie that like
I've seen it like
when
Bird Box
when it came out.
too
People,
many times.
people were like, "Oh, dude, it's The Purge." One, like people only talked about the concept.
Because the concept is the coolest concept.
Yeah,
But
and like you could have made like fucking 25 movies out
Yeah.
of that concept.
just make it a TV show, though,
Yeah.
realistically.
But like you made it. Oh my god! It just
Just
it-
like from different perspectives. That
and
would be
it could be
cool.
all the same year. Like, at one season
Like
could be
all the
like
same
2018
night.
Purge.
Or just all the same night and just different perspectives.
You could have crossovers and not know they're crossovers until like later on episodes.
Yeah.
Like, that's
That'd be
pretty
good.
cool.
yeah, it would be. It would be fucking badass.
There's so much potential. That's
Yeah.
why, I mean, the Purge Anarchy wasn't amazing, but at least it learned a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, there was guys in miniguns driving in the back of ice cream trucks,
Right.
which is what you kind of want to see.
Yeah, but like the first one, it's like it's not even just a basic home invasion movie. It's a bad home invasion movie.
Yeah, because the kid
It's-
is just an absolute.
Yeah, it's not good. Like it's a bad movie that deals with home invasion, and it's like there's nothing interesting to that. I don't know. Just fuck, that movie pissed me off. Least favorite of all time. Not even close.
I don't really have one, so I'll just go with that as well.
The Rock.
I like too many movies. Yeah, I guess, what was that, Central Intelligence that I had to watch?
That's actually like
Like,
one of my
yeah,
favorite rock movies.
That's like the only one I enjoy. That's an enjoyable movie for me.
That one, that's the one with him and Kevin Hart with the yellow,
Yeah.
like, red cover,
Yeah.
like the movie Red.
Yeah.
The same cover, yeah, okay. Because he's like really fat at the beginning and gets thrown out like a,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he becomes a CIA officer.
Well, the only two that I can think of that are Dwayne Johnson movies is that Race to Witch Mountain. I like Race to Witch Mountain better, so.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, teach their own.
I just don't really have one lined up,
Yeah.
so. Take
I
that with
forgot
what
a
you will.
fucking bit I was going to do earlier. Whenever I was talking about most anticipated movie in the future, I was going to be like, I know yours, Dawson, it's Craven.
Yeah.
It would have been funny at the time. It's a little funny now, but it would have been funny if I was like, yeah. God.
I do love this arc that we have going, that I'm the biggest movie fan, but I
Just-
get the most shit for.
Yeah. Dawson,
We skipped a few questions. Are you just coming back to them?
what questions do we skip?
I think we do.
Favorite episode of Family Guy?
No, I haven't gotten to that one yet. That's the
I think we
next one.
probably have a little bit of a different order then, because I've
Yeah.
been a little bit out.
I do have a little different order, I think.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Just,
But yeah, favorite episode, Family Guy.
Yacht Rocky.
Yeah, that's the only one that like comes to my head right away, and I'm like, I know there's other ones that I enjoy.
The Star Wars ones are good, and 12 Angry Men are good.
Yeah, 12 Angry Men, Into Fat Air.
Yeah.
Is that the Space
Retarded.
Cadet one?
No, Space Cadet.
Space Cadet and
that's a
P-Tarded
really good-
or My Two?
P-Tarded,
P-Tarded.
Yeah,
Yeah. That and the Y2K one.
yeah.
That's a
one's just
real old
weird.
one.
Yeah,
but I mean, like Stewie turning into an octopus. That's pretty funny.
The long one where it's like the murder mystery. What's that called?
The mansion one.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
That
too.
one's pretty good.
Yeah, there's some recent ones too that were pretty strong, like season. I think it was 18 had some good ones.
Season 18 had a lot of good ones.
Yeah. There was the working squirrel episode.
Oh yeah, with the fucking
Yeah.
the song.
Yeah.
Can't remember what song.
Panama. Yeah. That's a good episode.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Yacht Rocky. Though.
Yeah, that's just-
fucking
Stewie kills Lois.
Yeah. Classic.
Part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yacht Rocky's just
Really
got
good.
the fast jokes. It's like, hey, I need
Stroke
this
episode.
Bob Welch. I just found out Bob Welch died.
Bob Welch.
It's just stupid.
The stroke episode.
I just
Yeah.
prescribed sick patients music.
Into the Multiverse or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
that's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
a classic one.
Yeah. There's definitely other ones. Like season 5 has a lot of good ones.
Mhm.
Season 5, season 11, and season 18.
The
Some
three
of the best.
directors one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's pretty good. Man, Family Guy.
Yeah. Let's just repeat bits for the rest of the time.
Yeah. All right. Okay. For the grand finale, for your nerd authorities.
We should limit this to 1 or 2 movies so we can really.
Yeah. Well, I think
Get down to
everyone
that.
should have like one, and I think everyone does have their one.
Yeah,
I could be incorrect, but favorite comic book / nerd movie. Mine is Endgame, pretty easily.
It's
Takes
pretty
Yeah.
hard to beat. It's not mine. But
Endgame is-
definitely hard. Yeah.
Endgame is better than Infinity War. Eat shit.
Whoa.
No, it's not. I have a different opinion. No, it's not.
Obviously, I think favorite and best. I have 3. I still like Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I'm not
Just-
going to say for
What's
sure.
your favorite?
Favorite?
You gotta narrow it
All-time
down, man.
favorite.
Number 1. Stand behind it. Black Widow.
Guardians 2.
Guardians 2 is your favorite?
Alright.
And
I
then,
fuck with it.
yeah, Guardians 2. Then probably Into the Spider-Verse. Then Lego Batman. Honestly.
The Lego Batman's pretty
Lego
good. too.
Batman is so funny. It is one of the best Batman adaptations.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Dawson?
Logan. I feel like that was pretty well known by these two at least.
Yeah.
Kind of in love with that movie, so
Yeah.
Endgame's up there definitely,
Right.
but I mean,
I
Logan's where
think
it's
I
at.
have a top 10 list. I'll just go through it super fast.
I have
don't-
top 10 best, but not top 10 favorite.
Yeah. I mean, you can go through. I mean, there comes a point where it's like, what's the difference, really? Because it's all
Yeah.
subjective. Best comic book movies. This, kind of what I think is the best, but also probably my favorite in order to. Maybe not my favorite. I don't know. And this was made like a couple years ago, so it doesn't have like any of the newest ones, but Endgame, Infinity War, Logan, Spider-Verse, Guardians of the Galaxy, Civil War, Dark Knight, Thor Ragnarok, X-Men Days of Future Past, and Avengers.
Yeah. No Way Home.
Yeah, I'd probably... Yeah, Guardians 3, I think I liked that one more than the first Guardians, so...
I think I did too. That's a whole nother conversation, but I thought about that recently. I
Yeah.
think I like 3 the best.
Yeah, obviously,
Might
like
be
it's
bold.
I
been
need time.
it's been 9 years since the first one, so it could influence it. But
Yeah, I need some time to
Yeah.
think about it. But
yeah, well,
That's what I got. I'm gonna stick with Logan before
Yeah.
I think too much about
yeah,
it.
that's fair. Well, yeah, those were all of our favorites. Last question: favorite Nerd Authorities podcast host? I'm gonna have to go with Tristan personally.
I was gonna go with Benny and Cowboy.
I was gonna
Like
go
guest
Kev.
appearances.
Yeah, Kev.
Shout out Kev. I thought we were all gonna
Kev.
answer
Oh,
Kev.
that's
Kev, I
really-
thought about you. No, you were my first thought too. There was no hesitation.
Man, I really seem like a dick now because
You were expecting us to say ourselves.
Yeah.
Huh?
I had my guard up and I shouldn't have. I think I might split this into 2 halves, honestly, because
The episode?
yeah, we're like 3 hours and 10 minutes in.
Holy
Of
shit!
this part?
No, total.
Yeah.
But that's like 2 hour-and-a-half episodes. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think we got any
High school GPA.
fan questions in. Let me
Oh yeah.
double check the Instagram real
I think I
quick,
got
see
like
if we got anything.
Was it a 4.60?
Do you guys actually remember your high school GPA?
I didn't
Yeah.
ever know my high
Mine-
school GPA.
Mine is embarrassing, so I'm not gonna do it. We
For
got-
everybody that's listening, I dropped out of
Does
high
it start
school.
with a 3 or a 2? How about that?
That's
I don't even know mine, so mine's probably the worst. Let's be honest.
so we've got 3
3.8?
or 4 questions from our buddy Corey.
Shout out Corey.
He asked, what was our high school GPA or what? I'll just play it.
What GPA did you graduate high school with?
Yeah,
Shout out Corey.
3.8.
yeah, 3.9 personally.
3.8 and a half. So I don't know
And then-
mine. That's pretty sad.
And then he said, "No, I'm Jacob. I think of some." And then he sent me a link to a YouTube video that says, "Removing butt hairs using Nair cream, a visual guide." And he said, "Wild as fuck, LMFAO." And I sent him a Snapchat that was like, "I need your questions." And he said, "Shit, I can't think of any." And I was like, "You got time?" And he said, "Have you seen the Nair video?"
Have you seen the Nair?
So that's the next question. So.
No.
And then he gave us some real questions. So those of you that don't know, Dawson and I are in a band. It's called JC, and it's the Penis Band. It's like tennis, but with a P. And he said, "Are you going to name drop the podcast in any future music or vice versa?" Maybe. I think it would be cool to drop it
Why not?
in a song. Just be like
Yeah, we also
something, the Nerd Authorities.
Yeah,
I also want to make a theme song. I might do that.
that'd be
before this.
fun.
Yeah.
I want to throw something
just
in
like a
there if you do.
Yeah. And then, do you plan to intertwine both creative projects together in some shape at some point? It's kind of a similar question, but
Like JCP and
yeah. And
I mean, I guess if we do like you do what you want with it, but I'd love to throw something in with like a
yeah,
not necessarily like JCP.
yeah. I think
but
like
a
we
theme song.
might reference like, oh, we just released a music video on the
Yeah.
podcast, and we might like name
Just
drop.
lay up each other.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's never. I don't know if it's ever going to be like intertwined because I don't know. Like
I don't want to intertwine them
Yeah.
too much, regardless.
I would love to do an episode on the Bicephalus movie though,
That would
because I do think I unironically think that's like one of the funniest things.
Yeah.
Like I could watch that and laugh out loud so hard every time. A little
Cheers and
disappointed.
socks, please.
Yeah, that would be good too. A little disappointed Pop didn't get any questions in.
Well, we can always do some next week too.
Yeah,
Maybe
It's
throw in a
2
little
a.m.
bonus.
yeah. Honestly, if we're splitting it into two parts, then maybe
Corey gets the first one.
yeah,
Pop
we
gets the
just for an outro for the second part, I guess.
second. Yeah.
It's so weird. God, I love just killing myself with the editing process. But
I'd love to just start clapping during the episode just to really throw you.
should I go get Megan, see if she has any questions?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go see.
What
if
questions
she's
on
awake.
what? Just for like
yeah,
what we're
just
doing
for
there?
this. It's probably gonna be some. If she's asleep, it's not. I'm not getting anything.
Then this is it. This is the
Yeah.
outro. She's asleep.
But
So.
I'll be right back. You guys can talk about whatever.
All right.
I can fart in
cool.
the mic probably.
You can fart in the mic, yeah.
Just have a conversation. Save the fart for the outro.
Oh, okay. I was gonna try to fart as well. So. No, yeah. Whales are better than goldfish. How do you feel?
Do you want to fart anyways?
I will probably shit my pants, so you can go for it if you got one lined up.
I'm
Incoming.
working on it.
Incoming. Oh, that was good. That was good.
Was it? Was that like on the mic?
It was a little far away, but I think it is definitely going to pick up. Yeah.
It probably picked up.
No, seriously though, what do you think? Whales or goldfish? Are you a fan of either?
I like Nemo.
No, I'm talking about the fucking snacks, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like.
No, no, like the snacks, because whales absolutely trump goldfish, and I will fist fight someone on that.
Either of them.
Yeah, you might not, but
I'm a big cheese ball guy though.
cheese balls are good. No, cheese balls are really good too. I don't know. I've been eating these kind of the super pretzels you got,
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
the mini ones.
the mini ones, but cheese filled.
Mm.
Which I don't know if you like the cheese on them, but if you have to heat them up a little longer so they get really hot, so you have to let them cool off. But really fucking good. That and some marinara sauce with some salt on it. That's where it's at. Yeah. That's all I got to buy time is the snack conversation. So I did watch a 21-minute video today of that power washing simulator. You ever heard of that? Oh yeah, but I watched someone
SpongeBob
spray off
version?
the SpongeBob version. Was it Z1 Gaming or something like that?
I don't know. I've seen like clips on TikTok of this guy He plays the SpongeBob version of the Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah.
Like, he listens to like the SpongeBob characters like AI versions singing songs.
That's rough. That game is already irritating
it's like,
enough.
It's like Patrick Star singing like an Adele song.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
pretty funny.
Dude, that game, it's kind of difficult. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because you
it's
gotta.
it's on Game Pass though.
It gives me anxiety thinking. I'd be so pissed. I've never broken a controller, but I would for
Yeah.
no reason with
Because
that
like
game.
I did it. The only level I did was like a car,
Yeah.
and that was like, it was like, oh, okay, it's a little tedious, and then it was like, clean this whole backyard. I was like, fuck no.
Like you
No.
doing chores on
I
a
did
video
like
game.
a few fence posts, and I was like, this would take like hours.
Yeah. Well, it's like I can watch those games. Like Farming Simulator, I've watched like probably like 20 plus hours of Farming Simulator, but I cannot play that game. I've tried so many times.
I've played Lawn Mowing Simulator.
Yeah.
See, Farming Simulator is like the most like in depth
Yeah.
one. I think like, you can buy like specific trucks for specific trailers.
Yeah.
And get different like hitches on
Yeah.
your truck. Like it's weird.
Well,
Love watching it, but
Megan was laying with her head at the foot of the bed, dead asleep, and I woke her up, and she was like laid there with her eyes open, like looking like past me for like a minute, and I was like, "You okay? You okay?" And then she was like, and then I was like, "All right, sounds good."
thanks for the questions,
Yeah.
Megan.
I asked her if she had any questions. She was like, "No." Actually, she said, "What's this on the bed?" Because she drooled on the bed. But yeah, that's it. Well, that was the get to know your hosts. I hope you know us pretty fucking well, because that's episode 12 and 12 and a half, because
Yeah.
two-parter. I remember like thinking this morning before I had typed up the questionnaire, like, is this going to be enough for like a full episode? And now we've been recording for
3.5 hours later, yeah.
3.5 hours, but it'll be chopped up and everything, and yeah, but I'm not editing it down to under 3 hours, so
If you're doing 2 episodes,
Yeah,
then I
that's-
don't.
I'll just cut the questionnaire in half. So, but yeah, thank you for listening. I hope you listened to part 1. If you haven't, go listen to that, because you'll get some of the inside jokes and stuff probably better. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of part 1, we'll be back next week with Indiana Jones. So yeah, be ready for that. It pissed off a lot of like YouTube reviewers. I don't know if you've seen that.
The movie did?
Yeah, Indiana Jones. People are like, it's woke. Disney ruined Indiana Jones. Kathleen
they?
Kennedy is. Yeah. So
or are they
funny.
responsible for that?
Yeah. But anyways, I guess we'll get into it next week. This has been the Nerd Authorities. Reach out to us on Instagram, Nerd Authorities, Twitter, Nerd Authorities, email, the Nerd Authorities podcast. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you know us a little bit better. Ryan, sign us out.
I was
You
trying to
know
get
how-
Benny to do it, but you
Oh.
went away.
You could probably hear the meow.
Peace.
You're not going to fart?
I already did it.
Yeah, we
Oh, okay.
already pulled
Well,
that video.
There was supposed to be a fart, so just pretend like it was later. Okay. Peace.